All right, everyone. Good evening. We are here with a special edition of TMT Talks tonight. We are live streaming for the rest of the night here live from Colerain Bowl behind lanes 19 and 20. But we've got a different vantage point, a different angle, because we're bringing people in with us tonight to share some stories, share some memories, to talk about Colerain Bowl. What's that? I'm totally blank. You're good. Don't worry. Put the headsets on, Mickey. It's only appropriate that we start off our first guest tonight with Mickey He. Good evening, Mickey.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
9 o'clock in the morning.
Can you hear me now?
I can now.
You can hear me now.
I
All
know.
right. I had the microphone start off. We got a new board, courtesy of Brad Bridges, and I'm just trying to figure out how to use it.
Well, I'm a good one to use it for.
You are a good guinea pig. So, good evening, everyone. We've got a special edition of TMT Talks tonight. We're live streaming for the rest of the night until 11 o'clock here at Colerain Bowl. This is our final night of business, unfortunately. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have everyone come into the booth. Whoever wants to come in, give them about 5 minutes to share a memory or a story or something, why Colerain Bowl is so important to them. And it was only appropriate to start off with you because you've been here since forever, for 50 years.
Yep.
Let's go a little closer here.
Okie doke.
So how are you doing today?
I'm nervous, a little bit of everything,
Right.
a lot of emotion from everybody else. And I know that everything's going fine, everything's going to end fine, but it's still one of those things that you just don't know how you feel about it until it all comes to an end. And it's going to be okay. There's a lot of things in this world that happen and stuff, but all the memories and everything else, they will live on. They will live on in everybody's hearts and their minds and in their future experiences. The name of Colerain Bowl and everything will always be there.
It will. That's something Todd and I and Dawn and everybody have talked about over the last month is, the building is just a shell. It's going to go away. Everything inside's going to go away. But the real heart of Colerain Bowl are the customers, the employees. That's the true family of Colerain Bowl, and that's going to live on forever.
It is. And the staff here has always been a joy to work with, a pleasure, and a crew to be proud of.
All of them?
All of them. There may have been one or two along the way.
Well, 50 years, you've seen people come and go.
Oh, I'm sure there's quite a few that didn't like me in the day.
And everything.
But they do come back.
They
do. And somewhere along the line, in the future and everything else, I'm sure I'm going to run into a lot of them. I'm going to try to make it a point to get out to the bowling centers around town and just basically get out there to watch some of the high school bowling and stuff like that. Depending on where Todd ends up, and maybe you, Scott. I don't know if you're going anywhere with him, but it's definitely been a pleasure with all of you, and I truly mean that, because between you and Todd doing the things you do with YouTube and all the other live streams and stuff like that is wonderful.
He started it.
I know, and it was a surprise.
It was.
But it's something that the industry needed, and I needed. Colerain Bowl needed it.
Yeah,
something to vamp it.
He has definitely rejuvenated bowling in this city.
Yes.
He's been a godsend to this area and to Colerain Bowl.
Yep.
So let's go back, 1972.
71, actually.
71. You coming here for the very first time.
Well, actually, I was here in 1961. Bowling in the junior programs. It was actually a youth league that was put on by St. Anne's down the road on Galbraith and Colerain and that. And there was a group of us from St. Anne's, and we'd be here every Saturday morning and that. And then we joined into what's called the YABA. Not the YABA, the YBA. It was the Youth Bowling Association. That was all done by the proprietors. It wasn't done. They had the AJBC Travel League and everything else, but they also did the Youth Bowling Association. And then it formed into the Young American Bowling Alliance and so on and so forth. But me starting out, I started out with that and then the Youth Travel League. And Colerain Bowl was my home center. And then as I grew a little bit older, Fran Ruggieri actually invited me. You're here almost every day anyway. Why don't you work here? And I said, well, I don't know. I never knew there was an offer there. Or, I'm still in high school. And he said, well, as soon as you're out, come, May or whatever, how about if you come work here? And I said, well, okay, what kind of job, I'm new. I'm just a high school kid. And he said, well, you've been helping out with the junior programs and that. And he said, how about if you just work the daytime shift? You'll have all the daytime ladies. You'll have the youth programs and stuff like that. And I said, well, okay. And that's how it all started.
So it's all Fran's fault.
It's all Fran's fault. And he taught me well, believe me.
He made a very good decision. He saw something in you back then, and here you are today. And it's awesome.
It's been a blessing for me. It really has.
Well, I know our paths only cross here and there when I'm coming in and you're on your way out, but it's, I've only been here for 3 years, but it's been a pleasure working with you, and I've enjoyed
as well
it.
With me. I have totally enjoyed everything you've done.
You've definitely showed me a thing or two here, whether it's Conqueror or, dealing with a customer or, dealing with a tournament or a thought or an idea or a suggestion. I know I greatly appreciate it. I've been in the bowling business a long time, but not as long as you. And, I look up to you for all of that, and I always have since I've been here, and I greatly appreciate everything that you've taught me.
I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to do it.
One more shout out.
Go ahead.
Our employees and Jim Bob, everybody, this place is ran right because of all of you. You make everything that Todd and I and Scott and everybody put on worth it because everything runs right. And nobody ever knows when we're having a bad day because nobody lets that happen.
Right.
So thank you.
That's how
thank you to
be.
everybody.
Yes, our staff is top notch.
Yes.
Best staff in the region.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say about your
Nope.
50 years here? Sure?
Nope. Just
I know I caught
thank
you
you
off
to
guard.
my family. Thank you to Kathy. She stands behind me and she takes good care of me. And thank God for her the last week. She has been there for me, and I needed that.
Awesome. Well, I'm always here, too, for you. I'm
Absolutely.
just a phone call away.
Okay.
Mickey?
I thank you.
Thank you.
You'll make me cry.
I'm sorry. Hey, Lewis, how are you?
Damn things are hot.
They do get a little warm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mickey Heeg. Mickey is one of the managers here and been Frank Ruggieri's right hand for many, many years, starting way back with Fran Ruggieri. I won't. It was great to have Mickey sit in as our first guest tonight. Get caught up on some comments here. Hey, Andrea, Tyler, James, Brig, thank you. Thank you to everyone. All right, we're going to open up the chair here. Also, while you're out there in Facebook and YouTube land, go ahead and hit that share button. I know this is not one of our normal events that we do, but this is going to be a special event. We're going to let anyone step in and share a story. Hey, Lauren. Or a memory that they have here at Colerain Bowl, but we wanted to start off with Mickey. The bar is packed with former customers, current customers, some of the, as we refer to them, the old-timers. Everybody's coming in for one last moment here at Colerain Bowl, just to get another game in, have another drink with friends, family or whoever. Thank you, Tina. Tina, I am going to stay with Todd for the tournaments for sure. We're definitely going to do the tournaments. As far as where he ends up working, we'll play that by ear and see how that happens. But I am definitely staying with him. So let's see if we can grab somebody else to step in here. Hang on one second. Let me see who we can find. If anybody's in the bar watching, which they're probably not, they're probably drinking, or anyone here in the bowling center drinking or watching the live stream, you want a few minutes in the booth with me, or we'll drag Todd in here at some point. We will get them in here.
All right, if anyone wants to come on down, the chair is open to chat. So anyone and everyone, more than welcome to come on down.
We're going to drag JB over. He's standing here looking at me. TMT bowling tournament page. No, you're my hero. I'm here for you guys. What's going on, boss man?
Another hard day.
It's been a very hard day. It's been a hard week.
Absolutely.
I promise I'm not going to make you cry.
Oh, I'm sure you will, Scott. I'm sure you will. You almost had me in tears the other night.
Well, you know what? We had to do that Tuesday night. I mean, it's our biggest summer league, probably biggest summer league in the city, and everybody likes to party. Everybody likes to have a good time. We had to do one last toast.
Oh, absolutely.
We just had to.
Yeah.
We just had to.
Just your words almost got to me.
I've never done that before. So, you've been 12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
12 fun years.
What's some memories you got? I mean, I know you got a lot.
There's a lot. There's a few I can't say.
There always are.
Like the first time I met the owner. We ain't gonna go into depth with that, but it was interesting, and now we have a mutual respect from the whole time, from when I first started till even now to this day. The Jerry family tucked me in under their wing when I moved to Cincinnati, and I've worked here ever since. And that's huge. Heck, I'd been in the bowling alley 3 times my entire life before I started here. And the people and just everyone, Rick,
Richard.
Hey, go back to Northwest, Rick. But no, just the people are phenomenal, and it's just amazing how a bowling community can come together. And what you see, it's hard to walk away from it.
Well, you're just walking away from here.
I am walking away from here. I'm going to Stumps.
There you go. There you go.
Going over there with Mike, and I think it'll be great.
Well, you're definitely taking a lot of years of experience and a lot of expertise, and you and Cecil and Todd gave me my opportunity here. I mean, three years ago, the bat signal was put out. You guys needed some help in the back, and I've worked on Brunswick A2s and never worked on AMFs, and I know a little bit about the bowling business, so I thought I'd give it a try and try my hand in the back. And
you done great, Scott.
Knowing absolutely nothing about 8270s.
I knew nothing about bowling in general when I started. So you've done phenomenal, man.
Well, I greatly appreciate everything that you've taught me, and not only about the back, but about the front, too. I mean, you're the logistics guy here. You're the operations manager. You take care of the entire building. And, I've learned a lot in the entire aspect of the bowling center from you, and I greatly appreciate that. And
hey, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Appreciate it. I saw Cecil floating around here somewhere. Is he still here?
He is still here.
We need to drag him in here. He's been with the Ruggieri family forever.
Since he was 19?
Yeah.
And he's 60-something. He's up there above 65. I know that.
Right.
But, yeah. But, yeah, he came from Seymour when they shut it down here. to here in '99, and he's been here ever since.
Right. And if nobody remembers or nobody knows, you had the Golden Triangle back in the day, and that was Seymour, Northwest, and Colerain Bowl, and they were all under one ownership group.
One brand, yep.
Yeah, one brand. And Seymour was the first to close. It was in the 80s, I believe.
99 is when it closed.
99, okay.
Yep, that's when Cecil came here. He was the last person out that door.
Okay.
And I guess I'm following in his footsteps because I'm going to be the last person out this door.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but
right.
Not bad footsteps to follow in.
Not at all. He taught me everything I know about the business, about the center in general, about the machines. With him being my stepdad and everything, we've never gotten into an argument or nothing.
Not yet?
No, never. Not yet. I mean, he's been married to my mom for 13 years.
That just takes it one step further here is, we've got the family atmosphere amongst all the staff. And then, you and Cecil, that's your stepdad. Roger worked here.
Yep.
Cecil's brother, he was back there in the back with us. Daniel was here for a while when I first started.
Yep. So was Brian, and Jerry actually married into Cecil's family.
Okay, Jerry also.
Yep.
Yeah. And, it's just one
big
family, not only literally, but, figuratively as well with everybody. We're a close-knit bunch, and
absolutely.
Yeah, we all have our disagreements with one another like any family does, but we get over them.
We get over them, and at the end of the day, we have each other's backs.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the great thing about this bowling community.
And that's the great thing about this center.
This center, for sure.
Like Mickey and I talked, a couple weeks, months, whenever, the shell of the building will be gone, but the heart of Colerain Bowl is the customers, the staff, the family.
Absolutely.
And that's going to live on forever.
Oh, 100%. No matter where we all go, people are going to be like, oh, you worked at Colerain.
Right.
Absolutely we did.
Right.
We held it up from start to finish. And, when we close the doors tonight, it's going to be really hard for all of us. But at the end of the day, we're still going to be right here.
We will be. We're not going anywhere. We'll just be spread out throughout the tri-state area.
Right.
Anything else you got for us?
Nope. That's it. Be safe, guys. Love y'all. Like I said, I'm going to Stumps. I'm sure I'll see you around at many bowling centers because I'll be around them.
You'll be around.
Absolutely.
Thanks, JB.
Thanks, Scott. Love you, man.
Love you. Go find Cecil for me.
Absolutely.
Please. All right. Jim Bob Bertram. For those that didn't know, his real name is Jim Bob, not just JB. Oop, watch the chair there.
Okay, I'll put these on later.
Good evening.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. Tell everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube land who you are.
My name's Joanne Marie Tanner, and I'm the mother of Johnny Tanner, who has bowled here since he was 2 years old. We had him off the bumpers before the age of 4. And he's bowled here a lot and really enjoyed it. And he's gotten scholarship trophy and badges. Started bowling here at Colerain in first grade and, worked his way around, bowling with all his friends in the trailing leagues and Pepsi and state tournaments. And I grew up at the bowling alley before I was married and everything with my family and friends. And then along came, I had my 2 stepchildren, Christopher and Sonia, also here, along with my husband and our son Johnny. And then also our little angel in heavens and spirit here with us too. And we also FaceTime with my grandkids. But it has just been a wonderful event. This has been an icon for everybody in our community. And so many good times and wonderful memories, and we're always going to have this in our heart, mind, and soul. Mickey Heek has been wonderful. She has just been so generous, kind, and loving, and Todd has been wonderful. I've known Todd since we were in high school. We graduated Colerain 85, and then also I've known him when he was bowling here at a young age as well, and then when he started working here. And everybody all around and in the community, it's just always going to be in our hearts. It's something that's legendary, and from around their community and all the schools and everybody helping each other and everybody supporting, and it's just like one big family, and it's just something we're always going to love, and we really appreciate everybody's hard work and everybody's patient and love with the kids and everything, and we wish everybody the best. And I know it's a sad time, but it's bittersweet as well.
It is. It's very bittersweet. The bowling will continue. Hopefully all the bowlers will find someplace else to go, and they'll take a piece of Colerain with them. And the employees are going to do that too. We'll find other jobs, and hopefully we'll stay in some bowling centers, and we'll take our appreciation of the customers and our love for the customers with them to the new bowling centers, and we're going to spread the Colerain way all over the tri-state area. So it's embedded in us. It's what we do. We love customer service. We do it for the customers, and that's why we do it. Todd and Mickey and JB and the entire staff here, Todd always says he'll put our staff up against anyone in the area, and we are. We like to pat ourselves on the back and be proud of what we do for our customers.
Yes, definitely. And I wanted to say here before I depart is that just a few weeks ago, after Johnny was finished bowling his 3 games with his friends, he moved down a few lanes and happened to pre-bowl. And the one game he had bowled was a 299.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, again, like we said, it's bittersweet, too, because he finally just almost got that 300 there. But still, it was just wonderful. And it's, and seeing everybody here. And everybody's kids have done wonderful, and it was just so much fun. And I remember, too, when the lounge was open, bringing the boys in when they were little, playing pool and air hockey and darts and everything, and just having a good time with everybody. And my husband had his friends up here from Givaudan Flavors bowling. I bowled here, like I said, since I was a kid, and on leagues and everything. And then just coming up and having fun. And supporting everybody, right? We even gave Mickey. I make flower arrangements. I made my own flower arrangements for her, along with a card, and then our friends also gave her a bunch of bouquet of flowers and gift cards, and surprised Todd as well with a couple cards and a couple gift cards to some restaurants. So we thank everybody for all the love and support. We'll miss everybody, and God bless.
Thank you, Joanne. Greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
One more time, Scott. What's going on?
Hey, Richard.
Hello. Can I put this on?
You can. Go ahead. Hi, Em.
Hey.
We've got a special guest. She cannot be with us tonight. Can you hear me, Emily? Okay. So we've got a special guest tonight. She could not be with us because she is on her way to across the pond for a wonderful trip. But if everybody can see, we've got Emily on the phone with us. Hi, Emily. So hopefully everybody can hear you. So thanks for joining in. You're on the live stream too.
Oh, hi everybody.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you were on the live stream. I've been
traveling all day. Not a plane has been on time. This plane is like 2 hours delayed, so it's been a good day.
Lovely.
Lovely.
I'd much rather be there.
Well, we wish you were here too. And
Absolutely.
We are sorry that you cannot be here with us. We miss you terribly. So, you've been here 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 years. That's amazing.
That is, yeah.
Any special...
I'm 32 years in August, so it's a little while.
Right.
All my life, mostly.
Right. Any special moments or memories you want to share with everyone?
I don't have one. I have 1,000.
I know you have 1,000, but share some of them here with us.
Like, I wouldn't have my child because I met David Mackley there, and we got married and had Bailey. I wouldn't be in my little sister's wedding in November because I met her parents, Jeff and Sheila, there. So without that, I wouldn't know the people that I know now. Bowling for the Brave was always hosted there. Frank was so gracious to let us take over every year. I don't know. Like, just the people I've met, the things that we've done there and accomplished, and all the time that we've been there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard. A lot. Resurfacing days. If everybody, we're going back.
Yeah.
Way before the planes.
Back to wood. And you did it all here. I mean, I've only been here 3 years, and you've only worked the bar. But just hearing stories, you oiled lanes, you ran calls in the back. I mean, easy calls from what I understand. But
yeah, it was called pin jumping for a reason, like pilots. That's it.
Pin jumping.
Yeah, my first job was working like with Becky Key, and I'm talking back in middle school, high school. We used to coach the bumper kids, and those bumpers were plastic glue, and you blew them up.
I remember those.
Do you remember those?
I do. I remember those.
Yep.
Yep.
Every Saturday morning. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes, Naomi. Yes, Naomi. It's Emily. She's down in Orlando waiting to get on
I was
the
going to
plane.
say, that looks like Orlando.
Yep, next stop, Gatwick, London.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. Safe travels for you. Safe travels.
I hope so. It's been a long day of traveling and a lot of late flights, but at least I'm, getting away.
Yeah,
So.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Yeah.
We do miss you here, that's for sure. That is for sure.
I miss you guys. It's going to suck so bad coming back. Like,
Yep.
I mean, I left it was technically still open, so coming back and it not, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I won't hold you
well,
up.
thanks for calling me, Scott.
Oh, you're welcome. You know I wasn't going to do this without you being here.
I know I'm there. I'm there in spirit, and now you see my face.
And now we can see your face and hear your voice, and I'd like to reach to the phone and give you a big hug.
Yep.
Same here, always.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll all keep in touch.
We will. We're not going anywhere.
No, not at all.
That's right.
Hey.
All right, I love you guys. Everybody take care and enjoy the night. Somebody have a Mick Ultra for me, please, because I really need one right now. So you need to make that happen.
I'll take care of that for you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ab.
Bye,
Love
guys.
you.
See ya. Safe travels.
Bye. All right. That was Emily Magley joining us from
Orlando
Airport on her way to London. Actually, they're going to Wimbledon.
No.
Yes. Keith,
Are they really?
Yeah, Keith has been on the list.
That's awesome.
For tickets for years.
That's awesome.
And his number finally came up, and
they get to go to Wimbledon.
They do. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They do.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Yes. So what do you got, Richard?
Nothing, man. It's been personally for me, it's been a hard week, and sucks. It's getting harder and harder. Sunday was rough-ish. Last night was rough. I bowled good, but leaving here, doing the commentary with everybody, and then saying pretty much like goodbye.
Right.
It sucks, man. This was my home. Like, I met so many people here. Justin, Cecil,
Right.
Jim Bob. I remember I was talking with somebody right here. I used to just hang out and learn from Jim Bob when I was 16, 17, learn everything about machines and bowling and oil machines, and this place was like my home away from home. Been coming here since I was 13.
Well, that was
I'm
just a couple
27.
years ago, right?
Shoot, I'm getting old. I got gray hair, bub. I got gray hairs.
Stop. No, I told Todd last night after we were done last night. It's like, last night was rough. That there's no doubt that was rough. Our last competitive tournament.
Yeah.
But to have you and Brad and Todd and myself in the booth doing the commentary.
Oh, it was just
the lightheartedness, the fun we had.
It's so much fun.
At your expense.
Yeah, right. It's always picking on me. We can't pick on you. We can't pick on Brad. It's got to be on me.
Yeah, here's Brad right now. Like, this guy doesn't get enough screen time.
No, it sucks. It's really cool, though, to see there are so many people here.
Yep.
I mean, there's like right now, There's a little people bowling, but that bar area and right here by the front desk is packed. And that is so awesome to see.
Right.
I heard Fox 19 is coming.
They were already here.
They were already here?
Yeah, they were here early. So if you all want to tune into Fox 19 at 10 o'clock, in about 40 minutes, they're going to have a special segment.
Heck yeah.
They were talking to some customers and shooting some video and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, but we should be positive, and I'm extremely thankful as a bowler because, like I said in our video, this place gave bowlers, whether it be tournament bowlers, league bowlers, it gave us something to bowl every single weekend, whether it, Todd was running it, Mickey. I've known Mickey since I was 12 or 13. Todd I've known for that long. I worked with Mickey before. I worked with Todd for a little bit, but there's just so much, somebody brought attention to it last night. Like, when you come here, it's just such positive vibes. Like, it's so much of a family atmosphere, and it's so much fun. And like you were saying last night, like, it was a very touching moment, and, we were getting ready to get off the live stream and stuff like that, and you guys were just busting me like always and cracking jokes. And, that's what it is, though. That's what we've done it for. I can't even tell you how many years.
Right, yeah, we've done it forever.
This place I said last night when I posted on Facebook, I'm extremely thankful, but this street, Colerain Avenue, is just not going to be the same.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's going to be a big hole in Colerain Avenue for a long time.
Yeah. It's very cool. It's it's a good atmosphere, like I said, with everybody here, but it's gonna suck. I'm getting choked up right now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Hey, Cecil's standing here. I want to
absolutely.
If you can let him
everybody.
Real quick.
It's the last time here, so everybody, see y'all. Be safe. Here's Cecil. Got it.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
Very well.
Very well. How you doing?
Well, kind of sad about seeing the place go down, but everything has its own time. And time to beginning and time to end. So that's just what this is. I've had a lot of good times in this center, and with the people that own it, they've always stood with me and behind me. And I'd like to stand behind them with their decisions that they've had to make. Because I know they wasn't easy.
No, it never is. That's why I keep telling everybody, it's not personal, and it's a business decision, and the family felt that it was the time to do it, and, they had to do what they had to do.
Right, and but the family always stood behind their employees. I got to give them credit for that. I've been with the Ruggieri family and the Snyder family for over 50 years, and every time I needed them, they was always there. They took a greenhorn kid and never been in a bowling alley in their life. I got a little story about that, and when I first started out, I was a porter, and I thought I'd be carrying the bowling balls from the door to the bowling lanes. Because I watched a lot of Westerns. That's what a porter does on a train. And boy, was I ever surprised when I found out that my job was picking up bottles and glasses and cleaning up after everybody.
Didn't know what you were getting yourself into.
I did not know what I was getting into. And, it's like everything else. If you knew everything that was going to happen, you wouldn't have done it. First time I was in the back working as a pin jumper, they gave me a call that they needed a sweep on 26. I went and got a broom. So that's how green I was at it. But they stood behind me and gave me the chance to work, a chance to earn it, and I've earned my way up from being a porter to a head mechanic for the last almost 40-some years. So, like I said, I stand behind what the Ruggieris have to do, and it's not a pleasant decision that they had to make. but they've seen everybody through. I got to give them credit. Whenever, like I said, whenever I needed them here, they was always standing in, and they took care of the employees. They did. Then when the place started failing, they brought Todd in. He brought a lot of tournaments in, and a lot of different ideas. Some of them they liked, some of them they didn't, but they went along with it. And that brought the business back to its feet. So that's not, why the business is closed. It was not on account of business. It was on account of just the family could not run it any longer.
It was time.
They just could not do it. They didn't have anybody to step in its place.
It was time, yep.
And it's, like I said, there's a time to open and a time to close, and this is the time to close.
Right. Failed to mention, this is Cecil Brewer. He's our head mechanic here at Colerain, and he's been with the Ruggieri family, as he said, forever. And he started at Seymour when that was in the Golden Triangle, and his wife also. And she's here with you tonight. And she's got a microphone. Is there anything she wants to say?
Is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say it's been great that socialization, the family-oriented business. I got to know the Ruggieri family as well, and they're a great family. They have supported us as a husband and wife team, and I'm just so thankful for that. And it's just a great place to hang out and get to know one another. And it's been family, like I said, it's just been family, and always welcomed, and just come and socialize.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Well, the one thing I do want to add is that most bowling centers does not hold on to the employees like the Ruggieri family did. I mean, we have people besides myself that's been here for over 50 years or better, and most centers don't have that. And that's because the Ruggieri family stuck behind them. They built their family, they held them up as a family, and they stayed connected as a family. And so, like I said, most centers, if they hold on to somebody for 5 or 6 years, they think that they've got something. And the Ruggieri family, they held on to employees for 25, 30, 50 years.
Mickey's been here for 50, you 47, Emily's been here for 30. That's just to name a few. I mean,
right. And it's just, seems like once you get past the first year, the rest of them just kind of meld into each other. Mm-hmm. But, we've met a lot of good people here. We've got a team, we built a team here that could stand up to any team in the Cincinnati area or in the country area.
Totally agree.
Because, we work together. We don't try to pull apart. If we're having a bad time, we work together. If we're having a good time, we work together. And that's what it's about. Even when you're an older employee and you leave and you come back, you're treated the same as if you were still here. And that's what's important.
Right. As I told JB earlier, 3 years ago, the bat signal went out. Guys were looking for some part-time help, and I had some spare time, and I had known Todd from Northwest and working in the bowling business. I had some experience, and I applied and sat down with you and JB, and you guys gave me the opportunity to learn the bat. Never worked on AMF machines before in my life, and you guys taught me a lot, and I greatly appreciate that. And again, not only about the back, but up front too.
Right.
And I've learned a lot.
That's what it takes. We have an all-around team. We don't have just the back's against the front or the front works with against the back. We have an all-around team. The whole team works together, and that's really makes it worthwhile. But that's what makes this so hard. It isn't, the fact that Ruggieri had to close or anything. It's the fact that, the team is moving away from each other. Not apart. We're just moving away from each other.
Yep, we're going to be split up throughout the city.
And we worked a lot of times together. We spent, I almost probably spent more hours here than I did with my wife at home, because that's what was needed at the time. And but that's teamwork. That's teamwork.
It's your second home, your second family.
Well, actually, I think this was my first family, and the one at the house was my first. Because Todd, with Todd, he would call me and say, "Hey, I need you to do that." Okay, I'll be right there. And that's all part of being the team.
And that's something that you and Todd and JB and Mickey have always said. I'm only a phone call away. If you need me, call me. I mean, there's nights when I was in the back by myself and something would happen and I would have no clue as to what to do and pick up the phone and call you or JB, and you guys would either walk me through it on the phone or you would be here in 10 minutes and, get it figured out and show me what I needed to know and go on from there.
And that's one of the reasons why that I actually bought the house where I bought it at, because it'd be closer to work. I'd be able to be closer in. And I'll admit, when I brought JB into the program, I was
regretted it.
I was kind of worried because he was a country boy, and he was taught that you settle a problem, you go outside, and one of you's come back. And but then after he come into the fold, he started working the business. He started understanding the business, and he's really made a place for himself here. And I got to admit, I've been actually proud of the boy. I mean, he's really stepped up to the plate.
I won't tell him you said that.
No, don't. That'd give him a big hit. He would never get his helmet on.
No, he would not.
But he stepped into a lot of different shoes in this business.
He did it all.
Yes.
I mean, you had a question about anything, the front, the back, the building, the IT, any system. He knew it. And if he didn't know it, he knew where to go to get the answer.
Right. Well, see, actually I was kind of pruning him to take over from my spot.
He did a great job.
But because, that's the way I was. I mean, I never worked on a computer in my life until I came here. Then I tore one apart and rebuilt it just so I'd learn to know what I was doing. And I had him to do the same thing. So, I mean, he's really, like I said, he's really stepped up. He's really applied himself. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but he's, for the most part, I mean, I am the only perfect one here if you ask me.
I'd have to second that.
Well, I don't know about that. I think the only one's perfect is the one up above. Good Lord.
Very true. Very true.
But like I said, people like that come in the Colerain Bowl, and they're just welcomed. They feel the love and the caring that's here, and that's what builds the team. It isn't the fact that you know what you're doing. You don't, because we'd rather have somebody that don't know what they're doing. We can show them the way we want it done.
And that's exactly what you told me on day one.
Yep.
I'm glad you don't know anything.
Right, and because either that or tell everybody, well, okay, forget what you know and learn the way I want you to do it. But
I think that's what you told me when I was working with Jerry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
He's going to show you how to do things, and it's not the right way, but it'll get you through the night.
It'll get you through the night. Hey, that's one thing I can say about Jerry. He was not a very good day mechanic, but he was one of the best night mechanics you could have in the city.
And I learned a ton from working with him on Sunday nights.
I mean, he may not fix them right, but he would keep them running. No matter what, he would keep them running. And that's what a lot of night mechanics supposed to do.
He got us through the nights, that's for sure.
But, no, you never know where the business is going to take you. Because when this door closes, it opened up other doors for me. And we've been thinking about, with Jim Bob and I, we've been thinking about maybe open up our own business as far as troubleshooting the machines. I don't think anybody in the city would be too argumentative about what we know about the machine.
Right.
Because, I mean, we can take them apart and put them back together, whether it's from scratch.
Tons of years of experience.
From years of experience. And
to the best of my knowledge, there's really nothing like that in the city. And, you know, mechanics are few and far between nowadays.
There is. It's a dying breed of being a mechanic in a bowling center, because everybody operates a bowl. You work in a bowling alley, you know, but it's actually a dying breed, and it's not as easy as a lot of people think.
No, it's not.
You know, you can, and just a table by itself, you got over 100 moving parts, and any one of them can take the machine out, and you got to be able to spot which one it is, get it fixed, get it up, and get it done. But you know, I've installed them and I've taken them out, so I've done just about everything there is to do on them, and I've rebuilt the gearboxes. If it's been done on them, I think I've done it. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but through the 50 years, I think I've pretty much done everything.
And I know the Ruggieri family. I'm, you know, speaking for them. I hope I can speak for them, and you know, they're very appreciative of that for what you've done for the business over the years.
I talked to Mary and to Frank's wife just the other day, and they wasn't aware that I was with them for almost 50 years. And when I told them that, they was very, very appreciative of my loyalty to them, because I passed up jobs on top of jobs, and I stayed with them because the people I knew would stay behind me. So a lot of times it's not about the money, it's about the people. And it's always been about the people with Colerain Bowl.
Amen to that. It definitely has been.
I mean, it's always the people. And whether it be the employees or the customers, it's always about the people.
Amen to that. Cecil, thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for sitting in. Thank you. Good seeing you, too. Thanks for everything, Cecil. God bless you. Be careful stepping back.
Yeah, I've had a couple of them. I broke a drinking spell of 5 years.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was Cecil Brewer, ladies and gentlemen, our head mechanic.
I just waited a little bit longer. I'm 47 years old trying to save all over.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Tell everybody out on YouTube and Facebook land who you are.
I'm Justin R. I worked here for probably about 13 years or so. Worked here for a while. Probably been gone the last 6 or so.
Okay. It's nice to meet you, Justin. I'm Scott.
Yep, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've been here for about 3 years, so got some time on me. But
yep.
Again, you were here previously, and you're back, and it's your family. You're part of the Colerain family.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about your history here at Colerain, and if you got any memorable moments you'd like to share with everyone.
Yeah. So I've been with Colerain Bowl for as long as I can remember. My grandma used to bowl up here. My grandpa used to bowl up here. He was good friends with the Ruggieris and everything along those lines. So it only seemed right that as soon as I could work, I started working here and worked here for as long as I did. I was bowling in high school and practicing it up here after work every day. It just this whole place, just every bit of it, I can remember as long as I can remember. Just from hanging out and bowling and practicing and working and learning what it was like to actually work hard and everything along those lines. Everybody that I worked with, and as far as working when we resurfaced the lanes and took the lanes down, when they were all wood lanes and everything, and just showing up and putting in the time here and learning to work with people and everything along those lines. This place is just always going to hold something near and dear to my heart, and it's just going to be super sad to see it go.
Yes, it is. There's going to be a big hole on Colerain Avenue for sure.
Yep.
But, I mean, as we've been saying all night long, it's just the building. It's just the shell. The heart of Colerain Bowl is, the employees, the former employees, current employees, and the customers.
Yep.
And we're going to continue to live on in the bowling industry here. And the tri-state area or wherever life takes us, there'll always be a little bit of Colerain Bowl with us. Always.
Absolutely.
You can't get away from it. Once it gets in your blood, the bowling industry you can't get away from it. I started when I was 15 years old keeping score at Western Bowl for the Winky Classic and worked my way up through, portering, working the desk, working the bar. Went to Glenn Schmidt's over in Northern Kentucky for a few years. Back to Western Bowl. And then here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And when I started here 3 years ago, it's like I never missed a beat.
Absolutely. Yeah, this place has always been very, family oriented. Like everybody here has always made you feel welcome along those lines, and just from every aspect of it. You know what I mean? Growing up here and then working here and getting to know everybody that you work with and being super close with them and all the bowlers that come in, on whatever night you worked, and just getting to know everybody. It's always been a family atmosphere here, and it's
always one big happy family. That's for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, I just wanted to say that basically it's always been a family atmosphere. It's gonna be sad to lose a piece of Colerain Avenue here, a big piece of history, and we grew up. Like I said, I grew up bowling here. I learned to bowl here, worked here. Bowling in the Turkey Bowl and everything along those lines. It's going to be sad to see that go. I've always bowled in the Turkey Bowl with my father. I had a son about 3 years ago, and this was going to be the first year that we were going to bowl with him in the Turkey Bowl, and it's going to be super sad to see that it's not going to be hosted here and not get to bowl it with him. It's going to be.
That's a huge disappointment.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Hey.
Those traditions are, that's a tradition, and that's important.
Absolutely.
Bowling with fathers and sons,
yep.
and mothers and daughters, and mothers and sons, and families bowling together. I'm learning slowly since all this has been announced. There's a lot of generations following their footsteps bowling here.
Yep.
It's what we do.
Yep. Like I said, it started out with my grandma and grandpa bowling here, passed down to my dad and my mom. They bowled, some, but not a whole lot. My grandpa taught me and my brothers, both of my brothers and my little sister actually, to bowl here. And like I said, it's going to be kind of disappointing to see it go.
Well, I hope you find another center to call home away from home.
Yep.
And you and your son can share those experiences.
Yep.
Justin, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yep. You too.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing.
Yep.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing tonight on TMT Talks is we are opening the booth to all of our customers who are here in the bowling alley, having them step in and share some memories. The bar is packed. The lanes are somewhat packed. Quick look out there behind me. I'm going to turn one of these cameras around, too. Good save. Sorry, we're kind of set up on the ledge here.
No, Eston, I didn't. Let me tell you what you did wrong. Got married. No, let me tell you what you did wrong.
So you guys didn't see that on camera. That's good. So I'm going to turn this camera around here. Is what I'm going to do.
Say something to you.
Don't worry, Todd. I saved the equipment. We're good.
I didn't see anything. I'm pissed off at what he said.
I know. What did he say that she came up and told you about?
So we're just having everyone step in and share some memories. Todd's looking at me like he had a heart attack because I just knocked one of the cameras over.
They had my name up on a list, and as soon as we wrote it down. That beard you got there makes you look like you're 80.
Eston, Charlie, whoever, fight for it.
I'll come talk to you.
All right, we got a shot down the concourse of everybody kind of milling through. Mr. Charlie DeWald is here with us now.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Good. I may cry.
I've got napkins if you do. Charlie is long-timer here, yes.
Yep. Started bowling in 77. Met my very first day of youth registration, met Mickey and Ann. I don't remember Ann's last name, but she was here with Mickey. And that very first day, Mickey introduced me to my best friend, Craig Springer. who actually is here tonight, flew in from California on Tuesday. Lives near San Francisco, flew in Tuesday night, and has been here every night just to celebrate with us and remember.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get the furthest travel award.
Yeah, he definitely furthest travel award. Since like 1985, I've either been a volunteer youth coach or have been an employee of Colerain Bowl. So 37 years I've pretty much been part of Colerain Bowl. Came back 2 years ago when COVID shut down pretty much a lot of stuff, and I have 2 kids that just graduated from Colerain and want to be able to watch them bowl, so I became an employee. That way I could come in and watch them bowl.
Shh, don't tell your secrets.
But yeah, worked with a lot of great people over the many years here. I have one story that I haven't told very often, but back in the early 90s, I worked on Monday nights while we had double shift. I was in the bartended with Carol Ketters. I don't know if many people remember Carol. She was here in the late 80s, early 90s. Probably one of the first women to ever work the bar here. But we bartended Monday nights, a double shift. We would take turns, work until 2:30. We had a ladies' league that bowled at 9:30, and they were a lot of older ladies in their 80s. Doris Adams, I don't know if people remember her, but drinking Kahlua and coffee till 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But we would take turns relieving each other. So one of us would work till midnight, one of us would stay till 2:30. It was her night to get off early. Her and a bunch of the guys from the men's league went down to Tommy Helms, extra innings down the street. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I get a call from her to come pick her up from Hamilton County. She got pulled over on the way home.
Whoops.
Yeah, so there's definitely more stories than that, but definitely one of Carol passed away a few years ago. She was 76, passed away in 2020, but she was one of my favorite people to work with back in the old times. But I remember I worked Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings with Audrey Veach. She was awesome. Carol Sullivan. When I first started, I worked with a person that's currently on the school board, Colerain's Northwest School Board, Mark Gilbert, and Jeff and Teresa Hartman. Just had some great times back then. But these last 2 years since I've come back working off and on, filling in whenever they need me, I've met some great people. I mean, the whole staff here these last 2 years have just been awesome to work with. I mean, a lot of good people here.
We've got a great staff. Wouldn't trade them for maybe some, but you know.
Yeah.
I'll let them figure out who we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, we do. We have a great staff.
Yeah. This past Sunday night, me being the third person in the bar with Emily and Jen was just phenomenal. I mean, just seeing all these people. I mean, we probably had about 400 people. You think we had about 300 to 400? 180 bowlers. We probably had 300 to 400 people in here.
Easily. Yeah, easily.
But it was a great time.
We were within the maximum occupancy for the
barely. But yeah,
we were, Charlie.
We were.
We counted them all.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, that was, you in the bar with Emily and
Jen. Some of the old timers in here that I knew from back when I was here in the 90s.
And I think there's a whole nother group of them in there.
There
are. I looked in there when I got here around 7 or so, and I walked in the bar. It's like, wow, this place is full, and I don't recognize.
Some of the old bartenders. Dave Pilley, who worked in the 90s, actually worked 31 years here, is in there.
Okay.
I saw Frank Alexander, but some of the old Friday night, like Dave McDermott, Jenny Scott, a lot of the old timers are in there too, drinking, just talking up good times. It's a great night tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's what tonight's all about. I mean, like I said, we've got people bowling behind us. We've got people milling the concourse. I've seen people just walking by and walking in and out and taking pictures and pictures of the building, selfies and pictures with each other, and that's what tonight's all about.
Yeah, it's definitely a great night to reminisce and celebrate Colerain Bowl.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
And it's been great getting to know you too, Scott. I mean,
I've enjoyed it, Charlie. It's great. And we bowled on Thursday nights in the same, in the Thursday night Tim Dickhouse Memorial League.
Yeah.
And I was chasing you down for high average. I told Todd it was halfway through the year. It's like, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, somehow I pulled it out. Beat Joby by a few pins.
You
but
did.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. Congratulations on that. But that, I mean, again, that's a great league.
A lot of good guys.
Definitely.
It's a good league. I was happy the guys that I bowled youth leagues a couple years ago called and said, we want to come back and need a central location. I'm like, we're going to Colerain then. Because that's where we grew up. And it's just been fun to get back, reminisce with the guys I bowled with in youth leagues.
Yeah, it's like I was talking to Justin earlier. Is once bowling gets into your blood, you don't lose it. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you're away from the sport. You can 5 years, you can walk right back into it, and it's like you never left.
Yeah, definitely been great to reminisce.
We got something going on behind us.
Oh, geez.
Going on here. Can we catch it with this camera? Solo is down there. If you can look over Charlie's left shoulder there, Solo is down there. He fell asleep on a ball return.
Oh, jeez.
And they were just going down. Somebody razzed him. Oh, that's what it's about. It's about having fun. It's about having fun.
Well, it's nice talking with you, Scott.
Thanks, Charlie.
I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure working with you and sitting in. Send somebody else over this.
I will. I'll get somebody for you.
All right,
Thank you, Scott.
Charlie. See, and I didn't make you cry.
No. Esther, you want to? No, sir.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Again, what we're doing tonight is this is the final night for Colerain Bowl. 62 years in business. June 30th, 2022 is our last day of business. So what we're doing tonight is special edition of TMT Talks. We've opened the booth up. We've turned the booth around. We've opened the booth up to customers and employees and former employees to share some special moments from Colerain Bowl. And who we have now is Ms. Jenna Colerain.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jenna.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Trying to make it through the night, but we're here.
Hey, did you get your banner down?
Not yet. Everyone's trying to get me to take it down, and I'll take it down as soon as I leave.
All right, don't forget it.
It's got to stay up there a little bit
Jenna
longer.
was last year's house champion for the Scratch house tournament.
Handicap last year and
I'm sorry.
Scratch 2019.
Okay. But that's the first year that they did the banners. Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was the Scratch one.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for correcting me. Andrea says hi.
Hello, Andrea.
Jeff, you're welcome. Ricky Polinelli, you guys are welcome. I'm sorry, I'm going to catch up on some quick messages here. Tom, you're welcome. Sorry, I've been
distracted.
Well, no, I've been talking with everybody and kind of forget that the chat's here. I'm sure everybody can see it in the chat, so I'm not going to go back through and
nice to
repeat
see
it
everybody
all.
active and saying hi.
Yes, it's been great seeing the messages. I am seeing the messages. I'm just not responding to them because I'm talking with who's ever sitting here with me. Hey, James. How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. What do you want to share with us?
Man, it's been a lifetime of memories here.
It has.
I mean, I've been bowling here since I was 5 years old.
That was just a couple years ago, wasn't it?
It seems like it, right? Seems like it's been only a couple years, but
right.
Now I'm 25, and all of a sudden I've been a part of Colerain Bowl's family for 20 years. Grew up bowling here and worked here when I was old enough.
Right.
And when Mickey was my boss, and still is my boss.
She still is.
She still is my boss.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, worked here with all my high school friends and here burning hot dogs and pizza and everything. And I guess I shouldn't say that to everybody, but
So everyone and anyone that had a burnt pizza or a burnt hot dog, it's this lady's fault.
It's all it's all my fault.
Regardless of when it could have been last night.
It could have been.
Well, no, the kitchen wasn't open last night.
Before we had this wonderful kitchen here, all we had was a toaster oven.
Right.
And we had those big hot dogs and those cafeteria pizzas, and it's easy to walk away and burn them, and
get distracted.
But here we are,
right?
Yeah.
And not to mention that you are also Colerain's girls' high school coach.
I am. Yeah, I bowled in at Colerain for my 4 years there, and went away to college and decided I wasn't done with the program yet. Wasn't ready to say goodbye. There was a special piece of my heart there with the school and the program, and an opportunity came and decided to step in, and I love it. I love coaching. It's always going to be a part of my life, and I just love coaching.
You're very good at it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very good at bowling, too. You're one of the
thank you.
better bowlers in the greater Cincinnati area here.
Well, thank you. I owe that a lot to Mickey, which I'm sure has been mentioned a lot tonight. And
it has been.
She was my coach ever since I started, and she still is.
Yeah.
She sees me struggling, and she'll come up and say one thing to me, and it's already fixed. So
she's got a great eye for that kind of stuff.
Yes, she does.
She's been doing it forever.
Yeah. She's something. She always knows just what to say and how to help, and that's what makes her so special.
And I saw your dad running around tonight too, and on the back of his shirt
Yes.
it says Coach Kevin.
Yes.
So you guys tag team on that?
Yes, we do. He's been up here coaching the youth program on Saturday mornings for quite some time, and once I got back from college, Mickey approached me and asked me to come in and help as well. So came in together and helped coach the youth program when I could, and now we have our matching jerseys. Mine says Coach Jenna and his says Coach Kevin, and so it was bittersweet coming out here and him and I bowling together tonight. He hadn't thrown a ball in quite some time, and so he said, let's lace them up and throw some shots now.
And that's awesome. I mean, family gets to bowl together, but you and your dad have taken that bond a little further, and
yes,
you guys get to coach together.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome.
As soon as he really wanted to step away from bowling himself, due to some personal issues, he came back coaching, which is what he loves to do. He loves that more than anything in the world, and he coached me, and once I got old enough and stopped listening to him, he decided it was good enough to share his knowledge with everybody else. And I know a kid not listening to their parent is outrageous. So yeah, he loves it, and now I'm happy that we get to do it together, and it's something that we can always share and connect with.
That's awesome. Your dad's a great guy.
So
great. That's awesome.
Well,
yeah, I know.
It
sucks.
It does. It's hard to see this place go. This is probably 75% of who I am.
It's been a staple of Colerain Avenue for 62 years.
Yeah.
And, to think that it's not going to be here after tonight. It's going to be here, but just not open.
It'll be here in our hearts and in our spirits, and we'll never forget it ever. And lots of memories and
we've said it numerous times over the past month, since this news came out, is, the building is just the shell. The true heart and soul of Colerain are the customers and the employees. Everyone that's had a moment here.
Yes.
That's the true heart of Colerain, and that's going to live on.
It is, and I see it. I was up here talking with somebody I grew up with, and I'm looking around, and I see all of the high school kids that I coach up here sharing memories with their friends, and I think back about 10 years ago, and that used to be me. Mm-hmm. Up here sharing memories with my younger friends and everything like that, and it's good to see them up here sharing those same memories and making those memories that they won't ever forget up here. Right. And that lives on throughout your youth career and your adult career, and that's something that they won't ever forget.
No, you'll never
Whether
forget.
they threw one shot here or a million shots here, they stepped foot in this building and they saw the hard work that everyone puts in and the family that has been created here, and it's something that won't ever be forgotten.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'll end on that note before I start crying on camera.
All right, well, I'm not going to make you cry.
Well,
that was my goal tonight, not to make anybody cry.
Well, the night's still young.
It is. I still have an hour.
That's also true. We got lots of time and lots of people to talk to.
We do.
So now we got to find our next guest.
We'll find somebody.
Well, it's good talking to you.
Good talking to you, Jenna.
It's good to talk to everybody in the chat as well. So
yes, it is. Jenna, I met you here through Colerain Bowl.
Yes.
Watching you bowl, and just every time I've made comments to Todd. Just watching you bowl, it's like, she did this or she did that, and I remember coming out of COVID. Just real quick, I remember coming out of COVID. You were in here practicing, and it's like, oh my goodness, she looks like she's never thrown a ball before. You were in the biggest slump. I'm trying to remember what league it was. Was it Thursday night?
It was probably up here in the family twosome.
On Thursday night?
Yeah. And it's everyone noticed it around me as well as myself, and I took on a lot that year with my first year as a volunteer coach, and a lot of stress with work and with bowling and coaching and everything, and I let it get to me, and I learned from that and became a better person, a better coach from that, and a better bowler. And unfortunately, I thought the COVID time off would help, and I came back and still didn't help. Put the work in, and Mickey came up to me, of course, and was like, change this and this, and sure as heck it came back. And with time and work and practice here with you guys is something I'll cherish forever. That helped me become the bowler that I am today. And
you definitely crawled out of that slump, and you've been whacking them since then.
I try. It took. I didn't think I was ever going to find my way out of that, and I finally did, and now the future is bright, and here I am, hoping to make big moves soon.
You will. You will. You got a bright future ahead of you in the bowling.
Thank you.
Bowling, in your bowling career is what I'm trying to say.
I appreciate it so much.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Jenna. Thank you. Ms. Jenna Cold Iron, everybody. Yeah, Brent, it's because I am old. Again, if you're just joining in, what we're doing is we've opened up the booth tonight to all of our customers and employees, sharing a few moments, some memories from Colerain Bowl, just hearing what everybody has to say. And, we're just trying to get some memories. Hey, Tab. Mr. Tab Bale from Northwest. Hi, Dean. Have a seat.
Scott Schwartz, how are you, sir?
The always handsome Mr. Dean Stewart.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen. Good. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
What's going on?
Not too much. Came up here past couple nights. Just bounce in here just before it closes. It's a shame, but what are you going to do?
It's part of business. I mean,
it is part of business.
It sucks to see it go, and
it does.
Everybody's here tonight just getting a last memory. A last drink in the bar with their buddies, or
right.
A couple shots on the lanes behind us.
Right. I definitely have a lot of memories here.
Also, just real quick, everyone wants to tune in to Fox 19. They're behind us. You can probably see them out there on the approach. They were in here earlier shooting some video, doing some stories, and I believe they're going to go live for their 10 o'clock news. So if everyone wants, don't leave us here, but on your TV, switch over to Fox 19 and catch that going on behind us. Sorry, Dean. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
So you bowled league here?
I did, yes. I bowled on Monday nights and Wednesday nights this past year.
Bowled in a lot of the sweepers?
I did, yes. So I quit bowling for about 10 years.
Lucky you.
Yeah, right. Wendell Barger actually lit the fire again. Drove the ball for me. I started bowling, but this place is actually what got my competitive juices running again. Coming up, bowling the sweepers, getting to know everybody. I've met a lot of good people up here. Met Todd, and finally I decided to bowl league up here on Monday nights. And, I got my first Sanction 800 up here, numerous 300s.
You were on a hot streak there.
I was, yes.
You were on a roll. It wasn't this past season. It was this past season.
It was the season before this.
The season before,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
They all kind of run together.
Right when COVID hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's hard to believe that 62 years this place has been around, and I just hate to see it go, because I feel like bowling's coming back, and Todd and yourself are a very big part of that. Because of that, I feel like bowling in Cincinnati is very, very much alive.
Oh, it is. There's no doubt about it. What Todd has done for all the bowlers in this region. I've been in the bowling business a long time, and I started bowling back as soon as I could walk, but I had the pleasure of watching the Don Scudders, the Kevin Brady's, the Steve Fairs, the Lenny Ramseys, Terry Ciccone, Dave Wellage. I mean, I could go on for hours.
Oh, yeah.
The second shift night of league, 6:30 was full, across the house, 9:30 at night, double shifts.
Right.
Just the talent of bowling in this greater Cincinnati area. This area has always been known for bowling, and just the great bowlers that have come out of this area.
Right.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And
there's so many good bowlers in this area.
And you move past. It started to slow down. Mid '90s, 2000s, and you had your Monday night shootouts at Western Bowl. You had your small house tournaments here and there. But what Todd has done, he rejuvenated, the sweeper.
Oh, absolutely.
With the Sunday night sweeper. And he didn't stop there. And, it was, 4-person tournaments, the trio tournaments, Baker double tournaments, other tournament coordinators bringing their tournaments here, promoting other tournaments outside of the greater Cincinnati area.
Absolutely.
Just what he has done for bowling in this area
is definitely
not gone unnoticed.
Absolutely, he has definitely rejuvenated the sport in this city.
He's something special.
Absolutely.
He's got a heart the size of this building.
Absolutely.
It just.
I said something to him earlier. I told him, that after all this is said and done, and once Colerain Bowl is gone, anybody and everybody that's been in the sport nowadays, if you say the words Colerain Bowl, one of the first things that pops in their head is Todd McGill.
You're right.
TMT tournaments.
Yep.
There's no denying it. His legacy is here. And wherever he ends up, he'll be okay.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I'm not going to say what or what not, but when you heard the name since back in the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, you heard the name, you heard the Cincinnati in bowling. It was always the Hoinke Classic.
Yes.
What Irv Hoinke Sr. and Jr. did for bowling.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, it's comparable to that.
Oh, absolutely. It's very comparable.
It's not. It's not on the same size. The Hoinke Classic was huge, but you say, like you said, you say Colerain Bowl, you say Cincinnati bowling, you think of Todd McGill.
Absolutely. If vice versa, if you say Todd McGill, Colerain Bowl.
Exactly.
And as you remember, I worked at Western Bowl, so I definitely know exactly what you're talking about.
And again, I'm not taking away anything from the Hoinke family whatsoever. What that family did for bowling for this city was phenomenal. You worked for the Hoinkes. I worked for the Hoinkes. You could not work for a better family.
Absolutely. They're great people.
Now I'm over here with the Ruggieri family. Equal. What the Ruggieri family has done for all their employees here, taking a chance on me, to come in and be one of their employees. A great family to work for.
Absolutely.
I've only met Frank a couple times. I worked with Frank on the with the USBC with the board and in the merger when they went to one association. Frank was part of the transition team. I had the opportunity to work with him there. Since I worked here, I only talked to him a couple times, but great gentleman. Couldn't ask for
Absolutely.
another. And his knowledge of the sport and what he's done for high school bowling. He started high school bowling in the state of Ohio. The sectional tournaments, and and again, Colerain Bowl.
Yep.
It's just everything comes back.
Everything
to Colerain
moves
Bowl.
back to here.
Yep, it does.
But that's just. It sucks to see it go.
But and again, we've said it 100 times this week, and Colerain Bowl is going to live on.
Absolutely.
It's in the heart of every one of our employees, every one of our customers.
Absolutely.
The shell, the building's going to be gone.
Yep.
But the heart and soul of Colerain Bowl is going to live on, and it's going to make the city better because now the bowlers are going to go to other bowling centers.
I agree.
They're going to take that, to other bowling centers and live on.
Right. I agree with that. It's going to be a good thing. It's when one door closes, another one opens. That's how I feel about it. And
exactly right.
I feel like all good things must come to an end. And when that other door opens, it's going to be huge, wherever he ends up. So
can't disagree with that. Cannot disagree with that at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything else you got?
I don't know. I mean, just happy to be here.
Glad to see you.
Happy to be here with Todd and everybody else. I'm not going to tell you what he said.
Yeah, right.
It's our.
This is a family. This is a family show.
It's our ongoing thing,
Right.
I do want to say that beyond Todd, his staff has done an amazing job. Whether it be you, Dawn, JB in the back, being here for tournaments, anything, whenever they call them, everybody, the bartenders, the porters, you name it. It's just a top-notch establishment, and everybody that's been here.
Thank you.
So
it's been my pleasure. I've been here for 3 years.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Again, when I came here, I went to the back. Knew nothing about AMF 8270s.
Right.
Worked on A2s over at Glenn Schmidt's, learned a little bit about that, but they took a chance on me, and Todd knew that I ran tournaments with the Crone Classic, and said, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And the next thing you know, I'm helping him with TMT bowling.
That's awesome.
And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good.
I'd rather be on that side of the table, running the tournaments, helping him with the tournaments,
right.
Sitting on this side of the booth, making.
So you mean you wouldn't rather be bowling?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. I do enjoy bowling. Don't get it wrong, but
yeah,
we have so much fun doing what we do for the bowlers.
Right.
We love it. I love it.
So the real question is, are you going to be with Todd?
I'm not taking any questions tonight.
Okay. All right. No questions.
No, I am not going anywhere as far as TMT bowling.
Good.
I am staying with Todd with the tournaments. I will be there wherever the tournaments are.
Good.
As far as employment-wise.
I know. But
I've got a regular full-time job, so we'll see where he ends up.
Well, I just want you to get the credit you deserve because you do a lot of the stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Dean.
No problem, man.
Thank you.
Anytime.
We've got a great team. Todd, Don, Lauren, Brad Bridges, Bill Lips.
Yep.
We've got a great TMT team.
Yep.
And we love it. We do it for you guys. We do it for the bowlers.
Well, it doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate it, and I know everybody else does as well. So
thank you, sir.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks. Appreciate you sitting in.
Take it easy.
I will. We'll see you around.
Yep. See you, buddy. Be good.
Thanks, Dean. All right. That was Mr. Dean Stewart joining us. Again, anyone joining in TMT Talks tonight, doing a special edition. We're opening up the booth to customers, employees, former employees, anyone that wants to share a memory of Colerain Bowl. And joining us now, she was voluntold.
Yes, I was.
Mrs. Dawn McGill.
Hello, Scott.
The better half of the McGill family. Hi, Dawn. How are you?
It's getting real now. It was just like a league night any other night, but
right.
It's getting real.
So, what?
Hi, Jamie.
Just catching up on some of the messages here. Again, we're seeing the messages. I'm not ignoring you guys. You know, thank you for all the messages, but spending time with our guests in the booth. Hey, there's Andrea.
Yeah, Naomi.
Andrea. So you've been here with Todd since day one.
Yes.
Todd coming back.
Yes. It's been pretty awesome to see how close. I mean, I knew they were close, but how close all of the bowlers are. It's family.
And I think he brought them even closer.
Yes, I think so.
Even as far as from the staff, also staff to the bowlers.
Yes.
He made it the family even more tight knit.
He did. Worked very hard, long hours, a lot of stuff at home.
He never stops.
Oh, no. Every time I look over, if I'm sitting in my chair and he's sitting in his chair, he's always on the phone. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, making a post, talking about this, texting somebody about bowling. Never stops.
Never stops. And you are his number one fan. I know that, and his biggest supporter. And we thank you for that.
Well, thank you for helping us get through some struggles.
My pleasure. Glad I could be there for you guys. You guys have always been there for me. You know, I'm not going to make you cry. I promise.
No,
I just wanted you to come in for a minute and say hey to the world. Just kind of get a moment or two of your time.
Well, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, there's still people coming in the door.
There it is. I mean, again, all night. This is what we've had. It's James. The Army's got him on lockdown.
Hi.
You know, again,
I got your text.
People coming in. The bar's packed.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't even walk through there.
No. Everybody coming in and grabbing pictures, grabbing a last drink, throwing a last shot.
Yeah.
Down the lane. Well, probably
yes.
last shots in the bar too, but
if there's anything left.
Right. It's great to see all. It's bittersweet. It's great to see all this, but it's sad that this is the last time that everybody's going to have this opportunity. It sucks.
Yeah. But we'll move on.
We will.
And
you will. Todd's going to land on his feet.
Oh yeah.
And he's. He is the best at what he does. I've never seen anyone in the industry pour their heart and soul into what they do. I mean, it's 150%.
Yeah.
And you're right there with him. I mean,
and he doesn't sleep, so
right.
As soon as he gets up, actually he gets phone calls and texts and stuff while he's sleeping, and as soon as he comes downstairs, gets his coffee, he's right on his phone.
Right.
Right before he goes to bed, he's on his phone, answering.
Rick McCormick, he's got a pin now. He's wanting us to sign.
Yes, he is simply the best.
Speaking of the TMT team that Dean and I were talking about, there's Mr. Brad Bridges. Hey, Brad. Thanks for everything that you've done.
Yes, you've been a big help. An amazing video for Sunday.
Yeah, if you guys have not seen that, I believe Todd, it's on the TMT Bowling. I think he pinned it to his Facebook page.
Well, that too.
Or Todd's Facebook page. Brad did an amazing tribute video.
Secretively.
Very secretively.
Didn't know a thing about it.
No. Of Colerain Bowl and for Todd and Don and the entire TMT team.
And it's not just Todd and Don. It's everybody.
No.
It's Scott. It's Mickey. It's all the bowlers, all of our employees, the whole bowling community.
It was for everybody. But again,
even past history.
Definitely. And I know you and Todd are very, very humble, but this bowling center would not be what it is today without you guys.
Well, thank you.
You know, Todd came, you know, Mr. Ruggieri reached out to Todd at the right time to get him over here, and he brought this building back to life.
Yes.
You know, he put life back into this building. He put bowling back into this building, and with that, he put bowling back on the map in the Cincinnati area.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so.
And no, bowling is not dying.
No, it is not. It is not dead in the greater Cincinnati area by any means. He's amazing at what he does. And
Yep.
you are amazing at what you do, and I thank you for that. And I thank you for your friendship.
I thank you. I
know,
love you.
Love you too.
Oh.
All right. Thank you for your few minutes of sitting in with us.
Okay.
We'll find somebody else to share some memories. Rick's already had his 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. Find Sarah wanted to sit in. Find Sarah. Again, what we're doing tonight is we are opening up the booth to our customers, our employees, former employees, anyone that wants to share some memories of Colerain Bowl. Yeah. We're going till 11 o'clock, baby. You want to sit in? I'll get it out of you. You know, this is our last day of business. This is the end of 62 years of bowling in this building, Colerain Avenue here. So we're doing something to have everyone share a memory, a special time that they've had here. If they were a customer, if they were an employee, whatever. And it'll be forever because it's all... You're welcome, sir. So I have here now Mr. Tom Brinkman.
How you doing, Scott?
Hi, Tommy. Good. How are you?
I'm drinking a couple less beers here at the place we call home.
That's what the night's about.
What is this?
You know, and it's kind of synonymous here is, you know, your family was Ringo Lanes.
Correct.
And Ringo, sadly enough, closed a few years ago. And all the leagues were forced to go someplace else. And fortunately, we had room here on Friday night.
We reached out to Todd, and Todd was awesome. You guys took us with open arms, and it sucks to leave. I mean,
that's what he does. And now you're part of the Colerain family.
Right.
Your entire league is part of the Colerain family.
Yep, and it was hard to choose another place to go. Like, I don't know. It's I had to stop here tonight just because.
Well, we're glad you did.
Being with Ringo closing and now this closing, it really is terrible for the bowling community because you guys do an absolutely amazing job here, and hopefully you guys catch on somewhere. You guys stay together as a team because you guys work great. You guys work all great together. All your tournaments run smoothly as can be.
Well, I'm not going anywhere as far as the tournaments. I'm staying with Todd with the tournaments. As far as working, we'll see wherever he ends up. But yeah, I told him he's stuck with me for the tournaments, so he's not.
As he should be.
He's not getting rid of me that easy. Right. I mean, I've tried to turn my 2 weeks notice in here for the last year and a half at the bowling alley, and you know it's always been refused. And that's just a running joke.
You're the guy
that
pushes buttons on those questions.
I am the button pusher. That's what I do. But no, I'm not going anywhere.
And if you're wrong,
hey,
it messes up.
Hey, I've been wrong so many times in my life. That's how we learn.
Correct.
But yeah, I'm not going anywhere as far as the tournaments.
So I didn't know what to expect coming here tonight, and when we pulled in the parking lot, I was amazed. Walked in the bar, there was not even standing room.
Oh,
it was
packed.
We had to walk around the door to get in, which is absolutely amazing. That says something of what this place has done.
Yeah, I talked to Dawn earlier today, and I knew that they were coming up, and it's like, hey, you guys want to grab a bite to eat before we go up there? And she's like, well, you know, we're supposed to meet somebody at such time, and Todd wants to get there early because he wants to get a parking spot. And I said, yeah, okay. I said, well, you know, get your parking spot, and I'll pick you up. And then they said that they were meeting somebody. I said, okay, that's cool. So I pulled in. I got here around I don't know, 7 o'clock maybe, and
the place is probably packed.
Oh, the park. There wasn't I think the upper lot was really the only place to park.
There's more people just hanging out and just drinking and just soaking in the memories. Of all the years.
I came in through the bar, and it's like the bar's packed, and I didn't recognize anybody.
I didn't either. When I walked in.
It's all former customers and former employees, and everybody just laughing and drinking and sharing stories, and that's what tonight's all about, and that's why we're here doing this tonight. We wanted to give everyone an opportunity to share a memory with the bowling community out there. So that's why we're doing
Absolutely
this.
amazing. But hey, can we do Ricky, get back here.
Come on, Ricky.
We got to do one last shot for Colerain.
I don't know if we can do shots on camera.
Okay. Well, I will set it to the side.
Well, here you go. You guys go ahead. We'll look at the crowd down here. Go ahead, Ricky. It's all you. We can't do that on camera. Can't do that on camera.
I didn't know we were like
governed. No, YouTube's got some strict.
Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay,
yeah, we're
sorry,
on
gotcha.
Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, so you guys are good.
So thanks for the Kool-Aid. Thank you, sir.
Brought to you by
All right, so that brief commercial was sponsored by Ricky Bush.
Sponsored by Six.
Sorry. 6 count. I'm going to say something.
If he does it live on TV, it's going to get loud.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, for those of you just joining in, Fox 19 is behind us down there on 19 and 20. They're broadcasting live for their 10 o'clock and their 11 o'clock news. So if you want to switch over on TV, not on your computer, catch their news broadcast. So
Please check it out. Hopefully it's something something cool and special, and maybe videotape it because maybe last time here. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Tommy, thanks for sitting in.
Oh, no problem, brother. Hey,
appreciate you sharing a memory.
Awesome. I know I've only bowled here maybe 3 years, but you, Todd, staff is absolutely amazing. You guys bend over backwards to the bowling community. And whoever takes you guys in is going to be lucky to have you.
Well, it's our pleasure. We do it for you guys. That's why we do it. We love doing it.
And you guys do such a great job. Everybody comes back.
Thank you.
I mean, all your tournaments prove a point. Like nobody else around here does it the way you guys do it.
Thank you. Thanks, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you around. Mr. Tommy Brinkman, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We've got another employee stepping in. Actually, we've got 2 employees stepping in. Oh boy.
Scooter, how are you? Is there more microphone or headphones?
No, just give him a microphone. Oh boy.
Oh, I feel fancy. I feel fancy.
You feel fancy?
I do feel
He
fancy.
looks-
Oh my God.
oh.
How do you fix?
No. Push him down.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go. Sarah with an H.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel so official.
You are
It's
official.
the first time I'm doing this.
This is first time. It's probably your
Is this-
last time too.
What makes you think that?
I don't know, because I'm in control. We have with us Sarah Back, bartender extraordinaire.
Yes.
Kitchen manager extraordinaire.
Kitchen lady manager.
Kitchen lady manager.
Yeah,
boss,
get it right.
Boss lady.
Yes.
And Mr. Bill Lips, the happy couple here. And Peyton Lips. And Bo.
Say hi, Bo.
Hi. Hi.
So Sarah, Bill, and Peyton all work here. Just recently, they started within the last year.
Yep.
Why Peyton works here, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, he shows up.
He works hard.
Well, right, okay. So Sarah, you are one of the newest employees to the family, and
Yeah, I started in July, I think.
July of last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Been here just about a year.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Dang.
couldn't even make it a year.
It's your fault.
No. Always is.
And from my understanding, this was like your first time in the bowling industry. You knew
Yeah.
absolutely nothing about it.
No, nothing at all. I came in not knowing a single thing about bowling, and I didn't realize how big of a deal it was to bowl. I thought it was just all open bowl and super fun, but then I saw the leagues, and I saw my first Sunday sweeper, and I'm like, oh my God, people actually win money. Like, people are really good at this. It blew my mind.
Except Bill.
But yeah. He won.
You never get to ask me again if you can hold my bracket money to give it back, or Kegler cash, or whatever other bets.
Yes,
when
I will.
should have listened.
Right.
But,
Don't worry, I will. Don't worry. I think it's, well, we've been teasing each other on Facebook this evening.
Yes, just a tad.
But and I shared, your first day here. It's like, oh my goodness.
I know.
I was skeptical.
But why? I was telling Bill that in the car. I'm like, he was skeptical.
I was. Well, you were kind of quiet.
Yeah.
You were a little reserved.
Yeah.
And not that I'm wild or anything, but you were new to the family, so it was like somebody new coming into the family, and it didn't take long to tear down that wall or whatever, and you fit right in, and we started cutting up and having fun and
I know
messing with each other, and
I definitely felt a part of the family, and everybody here has felt like family.
No, messing with each other is a lie, because I definitely feel like I took the blunt of all the jokes at this place.
Oh, you definitely did. There's no doubt about that.
Somewhat.
There's no doubt about that, Bill.
Somewhat. Hi.
Hi, Don.
Yeah, I'm glad Tyler got me the job here, and I was able to gain a whole bunch of new people, new friends, a family, and it's great.
It is awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
So the last message I sent you on Facebook was about the old man that called in about open bowling and wanted to bowl and bowled here forever and wanted to just get a last couple shots in. And
Yep.
You ran him off.
I did run him off because I was told no open bowling.
Right. Well, that old man was probably me on the other
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
What?
Old Humpty got you, Sarah.
You kept that a secret for this long?
Of course.
For this moment right here.
Oh, this just all fell into place. That just fell right into place.
It was planned. I've been framed.
You have been framed.
But I sound really nice on the phone, though.
You were very. You told me no in the nicest way.
Good.
You did. You did.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that. Wow.
So what else you got?
We've been trying to get her to get that for a while, Joe. She won't get it. We've been trying to get her to get that for a while, but she won't get it.
Telling her since she was 2.
Bill, you got anything?
I always remember that one night when that lady called you Humpty Dumpty Scoot.
Yeah, it was.
I wasn't there that night.
No, after that night we started having security. So and then that was a wild night.
And then the night Jake almost got beat up outside.
Yeah.
We had some wild nights.
Yeah, there were some wild Friday and Saturday nights, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Bill, you got anything? Here, take this one, Bill. It's got a longer cord.
Yeah, you've had me over here the whole time. Short on me.
Bent down.
But, no, I don't have
T-Rexing
it. Nothing major. I mean, we've all kind of said what we've said on Facebook. It's tough, but we understand the business side of it, but it doesn't change what we've built or, followed. So, I don't know. I mean, bigger and better things to come, maybe. You never know. That's how you got to look at it. And we know Todd has the ability to turn things around, and I think a lot of us are on the same page, and we'll go with him like we did here. So I think it'd be fun seeing where he goes. It's sad, but, you know, everything has to end at some point. So,
and Cecil touched on that earlier tonight. You know, it's when, and Dean did also. You know, when one door closes, another one opens, and you know, Cecil said all things have to come to an end eventually. So, you know, it's sad, it's bittersweet, but you know, we've said it a million times the last month. It's the heart and soul of Colerain Bowl are us. You know, it's the employees, the customers. And it's going to live on. You know, we're going to be spread out more throughout the city.
Well, and maybe it, maybe it helps spread it in a way. You know, maybe by us all going to different places, maybe we can kind of spread what we had here.
Right.
You know.
We will.
But it's been fun. It's been a good ride. I mean, I've been here a little over a year.
Unfortunately,
I think I bowled a sweeper one day. And Todd looked at me, and I was cleaning up a table or something, and he was like, "When are you going to clock in?" And I was like, "When are you going to hire me?" And he walked back into the office, grabbed an application, and I think the next day he was like, "Yeah, I need you tomorrow." And I'm like, "All right, well, here we are." And then, like, from day one, it was like a family. So I'm going to miss it. You know, I don't think any other. For me, it was a part-time job, you know, on the side, but I don't think I'll ever find anything like I had here. But, you know, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. I echo what you say, and it's been a pleasure working with both of you. I mean, you know, we're one big happy family, and we have fun, and yeah, we have fun, don't we, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely. This is not the last of me. I will be around.
Oh.
I will be working the desk at the sweeper wherever it goes.
Oh, boy.
And I will print 98 pages of scoring on accident.
Yeah. Mickey sent me an email earlier. You are a ream of paper.
Oh, she'll take it out of my paycheck. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you,
been
Scott.
a pleasure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Hug.
Am I allowed to do this, Bill?
Nope, never.
No, never. Be careful getting out of the chair.
I'll try. I'm very clumsy.
Thank you guys for
Thank you
everything.
guys. Yeah, thank you.
Sarah Back, Bill Lips, Peyton Lips, Mini Fridge, Tuna, Mini Fridge, and Bo sitting over there also. Uh-oh, Bo lost a shoe. So again, if everyone's just tuning in, we got about 20 minutes left here. We got a big ending. Uh-oh, earthquake. Hang on, we gotta. Yep. Somebody bumped our table. So if you're just joining us, just tuning in, we've got a special night of TMT Talks tonight. We're here on the last night of Colerain Bowl. Michael's going to jump in real quick, Jeff. It's our last night of business here, and we wanted to give all the employees, former employees, customers, a chance to share their memories of Colerain Bowl here. And we have Mr. Michael Earhart joining us.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great tonight.
Good.
A little upset about everything, but hey, things will get better.
Sorry, Aaron had a question.
You're good.
So, anything you'd like to share?
Just a thank you to the Colerain Bowl family for everything they've done for me. Don, Todd, Mickey for teaching me how to bowl, getting me into this. Jenna Colerain for teaching me where I am now for Mickey and Jenna Colerain. And I can't thank anybody enough for it. Don and Todd have given me a job here. It was the best job that I've ever had in my life, and it will last with me for a lifetime.
It was definitely a pleasure working with you, sir.
It was.
You know, I'm sure you learned a lot.
I did. I learned how to mature here because I started off not as too mature, so.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's,
yes.
You know, it's experience, it's life experiences. It's not just learning how to work the kitchen or porter or the desk or whatever. It's all about life experience.
Yeah, I am where I am now because of Colerain Bowl.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going to miss bowling in the sweepers here at Colerain, coming up 5 days out of the week. This is my second home, I call, because I'm here 5 days out of the week bowling here.
Right.
So.
And you're always coming in asking if we got open lanes.
Yeah. and if not, I'm coming up here, hanging out, talking to people, talking to the Goodmans, or just chilling, just whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to miss every bit of it.
Well, I think we're all going to miss it. You know, it's a bittersweet night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be hard seeing it close tonight.
Right.
I'm definitely going to cry.
I think there's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, I've been coming here since I was a little bit before 5 years old, and I started in kindergarten when I was bowling. So, and this has been where I bowled.
And that was just like 2 years ago, right?
What?
When you were in kindergarten?
And then bowling high school here, bowling sectionals, and I finally cashed out in some sort of sweeper when I bowled in the Monday night sweeper. Finally did something, and I'm happy that I ended it that way. 4th place. Yes, it may not have been first, but still, I'm happy that I did something.
Awesome.
I fought to the end.
Yeah, we did have you on the live stream Monday night.
Yes, it was my first time being on, and I was happy. I was proud of myself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you sharing some of your experiences here at Colerain Bowl over the years. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.
Michael Earhart. All right, folks. Again, if you're just joining us, special night of TMT Talks. We're here live at Colerain Bowl. Tonight is our Mr. Mike Freeze walking through. We opened up the booth to everybody to let them come in and share some experiences, share some memories, talk about their times at Colerain Bowl. And joining me now, the one and only Mr. Jeff Niehaus. Hi, Jeff.
Scott, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I've been waiting to get on here all night. But you go in the bar to get a drink, and then like an hour and a half later,
you get your drink?
Well, no. I got a few of those.
I know it's busy in there.
Got a few of those.
I know it's busy in there.
But this is great. I stood over here for about 15 minutes waiting, and then Michael came in and went ahead of me, which is fine.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be quick, and
that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point of me starting the story. The point is I stood there, and there was 20-plus people at the front desk, all holding bowling pins, and they were just waiting, one at a time, getting Mickey's autograph.
Yep. It's great. I mean,
that was awesome.
That's been happening all week. Just people signing pins, people coming in and taking pictures with parts of the building, with family and friends, getting selfies. Hang on a second.
Yeah. It didn't have its V8 this morning.
Yeah, it's leaning a little bit. We had a little earthquake earlier.
That was my niece that did that.
That's
too.
all right. That's all right.
Nobody's listening, so they won't know.
Yeah, we've got people out there listening. Amanda Michael said hi, Jeff.
Well, hello, Amanda.
But it's just all week, people just lingering through the building, sitting in the bar, catching up with old teammates, former employees, just reminiscing about their time here at Colerain.
I could do this for months, which it's crazy. You're right. You walk in the bar and you see eras. So many of you may not know, many of you do know, but I started working here back in '96, and I worked pretty much straight through until 2014 when I moved, but I managed for 20 years. So I've seen a lot. And when you walk in that bar and there's all these people, like the generations of bowlers and experiences and stories, they just all hit you, and it's an amazing thing, and it's sad all at the same time. It's a bittersweet. Like I was telling Dave Pilley, who I worked with for a long time, doing various things, which most of those stories probably aren't suitable for YouTube.
Probably not.
You know, we would sit out here after hours on dozens upon dozens of nights, and we just talked stories for hours, and so I wanted to come on here, but to sit down here and try to actually encapsulate any of that in the minute or 2 or 5 or 10 minutes I'm on here, it's impossible.
You got plenty of time.
It's impossible, you know. But it's a sad thing to see this place. It's great turnout.
Yeah, it's just just people meandering in and out of the bar, and people still bowling.
Yeah,
it's great to see all this. And at the same time, it's sad. This building's been here for 62 years, and we've said it a million times. I've said it 100 times tonight. The shell's going to be gone, the building's going to be gone, but the heart and soul of Colerain are the customers. It's the family. It's the employees, the former employees. That is the heart and soul of Colerain Bowl, and that is going to live on forever.
100%. And the heart and soul is the people. Are the people? It is the people.
Is the people?
Yeah.
Are the people?
Yeah.
We the people.
Yeah, and that starts with the employees that were put in this place, and my first boss is standing right there.
I had her on earlier.
Yeah.
She was the first one to sit here.
Correct. I know.
She had the privilege to be the first.
She choked through it, I think.
She did. She did great.
She did a great job.
She was worried. I didn't make her cry.
The best part of one of the nicest things about Mickey is that she's the most deferential person you'll ever meet. She's worked here for 50 plus years, and she wants credit for none of it. She just does. And her best role in this place was she was youth coordinator for so many years, and she had this place packed every Saturday morning. I was part of it, double shifted. Youth leagues, majors, handicap, scratch, all that stuff. And then, being here for so long, you lose some employees. Bernie passed away from cancer, and Frank asked her to take another role, and she moved back into the office doing administrative stuff. And so selflessly, she did it. And then I feel like the people from then on didn't get to experience the best part of Mickey, but she did it, and that's what this place is about. And then Todd came on, and he took over her passion for the bowlers and his passion for tournament bowling, which was never a thing here.
If I could have your attention real quick, all the bowlers.
Speaking of
We
Mickey,
are turning your machines off at this point. I am
all
sorry to have
all the
to do
free
that,
bowling's
but
done.
We are closing down the business at this point.
This is what we didn't want to hear.
We are going to be sticking around for a few other events, which you are more than welcome to stick around here for those events. But right now, if you would please stop your bowling.
Jeff, this is the point of the evening that none of us wanted to experience. It's what we don't want to hear. It's the end, and it sucks. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right, I got it. What I was saying before Mickey announced that we were shutting lanes down for one last time is that Todd stepped in, and what a lot of you don't, probably a lot of you do know, is that this center never was a tournament center because they were so strong.
This is last call. God love you.
Frank Alexander giving last call.
Thank you, Frank.
That's a perfect segue, because I was just explaining how we were never a tournament center because we were so strong with our league play.
Right.
Driven 100% by that man up there
So I gotta go there and get it?
who knew how to take care of all of his customers. And then when he moved on, and just the times and how society was, league bowling kind of slipped, and Todd found the opportunity to come in here and introduce tournament bowling, and that just threw a tremendous jolt into the economy of Colerain Bowl and bowling in Cincinnati.
Just caught it behind us.
I've heard this song.
Right.
I've heard this song a million times.
Yeah, hopefully YouTube doesn't flag us for that.
We worked It's Closing Time by Semisonic, and we do not own the rights to that song.
Music. No, we do not. But no, we just caught the lanes turning off for the last time. Yeah, Todd did bring a whole new aspect of business here, and it's booming.
He built a great team around him. And when he put a good product out there, the bowling community responded.
Right.
And responded tremendously. So I have no doubt that he's going to find a niche somewhere, whether it's with a particular center or whether it's just touring his brand. It's definitely not the end of Todd.
Oh, no. TMT bowling is going to live on. There's no doubt about that. And Todd McGill is going to land on his feet somewhere.
Yeah.
And the following, that he has, they'll find him.
I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Devin, hi.
Hey, it's Devin.
Jamie, yes, Mickey is an amazing coach. To this day, if she's ever in the building when I'm bowling and I'm struggling, all I have to do is just look to her. God love you too, Mick. Corey's back. All right. Carol, you said no more lies. I don't remember ever telling any lies about you. The problem is I don't talk about you because no one needs to hear the things that I would say about you that are not lies.
Are you
just kidding, Carol? No, I love you. I love you. I miss you. I wish you were here. You belong here right now. Every teen night closed with this song.
Is that what? I worked in the back on Friday nights, and that's how I would come up and help clean up. And
every Saturday night when we did Glow Bowl on Saturday, closed. So much so that I really don't like this song. And now that it's being played one last time for this, I'm really, really going to hate it.
Yeah,
Emily, oh, thank goodness. Emily, I'm glad you're on and watching.
I had her on earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Does that mean she's delayed?
Well, she might be. She was in Orlando getting ready to leave, so maybe they are delayed again.
Okay.
But no, I did a video chat on Facebook Messenger.
Great.
Yeah, she was really, really upset that she was missing this because of their trip to London. And it's like, when we talked about this earlier today, I had this in my mind. You had this in your mind. I asked Todd earlier, I said, hey, I'm going to do something later on tonight. I hope you don't mind. And I replied, I was like, no, okay, great. And he's like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I told him what I wanted to do. And he's like, I was going to ask you to do that anyway. So all three of us were all on the same page. And I couldn't not have Emily not be part of this. She's been here for 30 years.
It was tremendous stroke of, I don't want to call it luck, bad luck, whatever you want to call it. That like, her boyfriend's dream. Keith loves tennis,
right?
And his dream has always been to attend Wimbledon. Well, if for those of you who don't know, it's a lottery. It's a lottery system. So he's been in that system, that lottery for years. The first year he won, this happened, and it's going to pull her away. Emily's been with us for just as long as I have, if not longer.
Right. Yeah,
we need to move.
He's won the lottery. So they're off to London.
And when I told her that I would put her on a video call, she said, I'll be over the Atlantic, so I can't get in. So I guess maybe it's luck that she did get delayed.
Yes, they were delayed twice. And that's what she told me when she said, I'm waiting. I said, message me at 9 o'clock. I said, we'll, so you have an opportunity to talk. And she messaged me. She's like, I'm waiting. So I was busy talking to other people, and I lost track of time. So, yeah, I was able to video chat with her and had her on camera and had her talking to everybody.
Vic, you were just unfortunate that I was streaking at the right time whenever I bowled you. You were a tremendous bowler, and I remember, not that I want to relive this, or you do want to relive this, but I remember when you did injure yourself many, many years ago. One guy that did beat me in the house tournament was Ben Linder in the handicap tournament a few years ago. We got to the finals, and I think he threw the front 9 against me.
Oh, wow.
After 6, I just kind of sat back and got out of his way. It was amazing.
Wow.
I was happy for him.
You know, that's you don't like to lose, but if somebody's going to beat you, they might as well beat you like that.
I don't mind. I don't mind losing. I mean, I bowled my best, and if he's going to bowl better, then good for him. I mean, because that's what this place is about. Like, we all know each other. We're all family. Like, I don't root against anybody.
No, you don't. Well, folks, what you see here is Todd and Mickey are going to take one final shot on the championship pair, lanes 19 and 20.
Do you think they're going to exercise 2-lane courtesy?
I don't know. We've got a camera crew to the right to the left here that might be in the way. And everybody is, as we showed, everybody is out of the bar in the concourse. I don't have another camera angle, but everybody is here watching. Jeff, I don't think there's going to be a dry eye in this place when this happens.
Has the line been set? There's been talk.
Who's going to win?
Well, not only that, but is there an over-under on the pin count for each bowler?
Oh, you know, I was going to set the bumpers up real quick.
That would be tremendous.
Should we do that real quick?
I don't know that anybody back there is
But you know what? You keep talking.
I don't know that anybody back there is going to get that done in time. But, yeah, there was talk on Facebook earlier today about setting an over-under and betting. Here comes Todd. Here comes Scott out here to pull the bumpers up. Just on Todd's lane. That's amazing.
Tommy Brinkman's got some crowd wars going on. Who's got Todd? Who's got Mickey?
We have an official biscuit wager here. This is rough. This is symbolic of past, present, and future right here.
The mentor and the coach.
She coached him.
Right, that's what I mean, right. Well, I didn't mean mentor, but, you know.
Right.
The coach and the pupil is what I meant to say. But she was also his mentor. And
the Jedi and the Padawan.
Right, the Jedi and the Padawan.
Your left side looks good. Who's nervous?
I think they're waiting for 11 o'clock.
I'm glad the technology has improved to the point where we can do this. That this unfortunately had to happen, but we're gonna have this memorialized forever.
It is, and you know that's why I wanted to do this. It's video. It'll be on the internet forever and ever. Yeah, there you go. The old JB signal to turn the ceiling fans on.
Is Todd throwing a storm?
Hey, Facebook or YouTube, what's the overall consensus is going to win?
Oh, we were hoping you would set that line. We want the over-under on pin count. I think the over-under on pin count should be 7.5.
All right. Who you guys got out there, Facebook and YouTube land, for the high count?
Did go to sleep?
Yeah.
Everybody better count down.
Here we go, folks.
It's a good thing I don't have any words.
There are no words. That is the moment that none of us wanted to be here for, but everybody wanted to be here for.
Oh, here's some comments.
What you're watching now is Fox 19 is interviewing Todd and Mickey. They've been here off and on all night. Just doing an interview. They're probably live on the 11 o'clock news right now. If you guys want to switch over and catch that.
I don't want to put a stamp on things right now, but I think it's a pretty emphatic message that this is not a left-hander's house.
No, it's not.
It's a lot easier on the right side.
It is. But they just proved that it's a lefty and a righty house.
Right. I hope you guys could hear all that participation from the crowd. We tried to stay silent so you could hear it and soak it in yourselves. But more so because I don't think Scott and I could talk.
No, there are no words for this, and you know now we've got everybody out here on the concourse, and like I said, I don't think there's very many dry eyes out there, Jeff. I think we've got another news agency here doing a quick interview with Todd and Mickey. Channel 5, it looks like.
Okay.
I mean, you just... You hate to see an end to anything, but that was probably the best ending that anyone could have ever written for this.
You couldn't script it any better than that.
You know, like I said, I've only been part of this family for 3 years, but I feel like I've been part of it forever. And you know, I thank the customers and all the employees for that. This place is very, very special to me, and you know,
that's what this place does. If you show it love, it's going to show you tenfold.
I know you were kind of phasing out when I was starting. You worked Monday nights, and
yeah, I left officially. Stepped away from my management position in 2014, and then I wanted to come back. I couldn't stay away, so I wanted to come back. I worked 2 nights. I worked Thursdays, and I worked. Keep hitting the microphone.
You're fine.
I worked on Mondays, and it was wonderful. We did the Monday night shootout for the youth. I saw you guys did a broadcast for the last one here, which is when Todd brought all of his gig over here. That's the first thing I wanted to do. Was like, Todd, can I use the equipment and stream that for the kids? And that was the thing I missed the most about the part-time gig was just showcasing these kids, because they're the future, and that's what we got to keep working on, is just finding avenues for these kids to keep bowling and enjoy it and be competitive. Otherwise, you're gonna be hearing about centers every couple years shutting down, and nobody wants to see that happen.
Yeah, and we did talk about that, how you did the live stream with the Mevo on Monday nights, and
the Mevo.
And we had fun Monday night, and I told Todd, I was like, we should be doing this every night. This would have been awesome.
Yeah, and then one of the things I did was I'm not nearly as polished of a communicator as Todd was, but I invited any of the bowlers that wanted to come on and sit and chat, and the kids just ate that up.
Yep.
And it was just a lot of fun, and it's a good experience for them, because, let's be honest, most of those kids we're going to be hearing their names a lot.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Just watching the field Monday night, just the talent out there was just absolutely unbelievable. Just watching those kids, they are really, really good.
Well, I imagine you probably see most of them on Sundays too, right?
We do. The name that comes to mind is Ian Carpenter. He bowls every Sunday night, and he was here Monday night. And yeah, it's just the number of youth bowlers that bowl on Sundays was amazing. Every week there was at least a dozen.
Yeah.
It's just great to see them bowling on challenging patterns, and that's what's going to make them better. That's what's going to improve their game, and that's what's going to keep bowling alive in this area for many, many years to come.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that we kind of missed out on during this last month, is Colerain was home to 9 high school teams. So now there's 9 high schools out there looking for another center. And I hope they find someplace, and I hope they're treated well. And again, I'm patting ourselves on the back here, but I hope they're treated as well as what they were treated.
That is the hope. It's certainly scary knowing you're sending 9 schools out there looking for another place, because centers are getting to capacity. The more you shrink, you can only take on so many.
Right. We've lost the city just in the last recent years. Ringo, Strikes and Spares, Brentwood, LaRue was closed down for a while. They're reopened now. What else am I missing? I don't. Maybe there hasn't been any others in the recent years, but the number of lane beds in the city of Cincinnati is shrinking.
Right.
And tonight we're losing 36 more. It sucks.
I think at this point the crowd's getting a little antsy because the news is monopolizing the 2 stars.
Right. And I'm waiting to get Todd up in here to wind down the night.
It's been a good turnout.
This was great. Again, the building has been packed all night. The bar has been packed.
And I haven't been up here as much as I'd like to be, but I hear all throughout the week the nights in the bar have just been different clans. It was good. I've been up the last 3 nights here and there, and it was interesting because all the bowlers that bowled on Tuesday showed up Tuesday. All the bowlers that bowled on Wednesday were here Wednesday.
Creatures of habit.
It was nostalgic for sure, but it was just interesting to see that they just came up on the night that they bowled. I mean, there's several nights here tonight.
Right, of course. Yeah, I mean, Sunday, just with the sold-out sweeper, I mean, there was close to, easily 300 people in the building. But just everybody hanging out afterwards, in the bar as the night, as the night shrunk down. Monday night was the same way with the youth sweeper. Tuesday night with the Have a Ball League, the bar was packed. People hanging out afterwards wanting to bowl. Last night after the sweeper, the bar was packed. It's been great seeing everyone come in, like I said, and grabbing a picture with employees or coworkers, former coworkers, friends, sharing stories, reminiscing, having a final drink in the bar. Hi, Amy. Sorry, we're not ignoring. We're just trying to take in everything that's going on around us. And we got a lot of comments.
I used to bowl with Amy. We bowled in the adult child together.
Mm-hmm. Again, for those that have stopped in on Facebook or YouTube tonight, thank you for spending part of your evening with us as we celebrate the life and history of Colerain Bowl. I wanted to do something special, and Jeff had the idea, Todd had the idea that we live stream for most of the night, and that's what we did. We gave everyone an opportunity to sit in the booth and share a story. So make sure you go back to TMT Bowling Stream TV on YouTube. You'll be able to find this broadcast and just sit in, watch it, take in some of the stories and everybody that sat in the booth to share some of their moments. It's been great. I met some people that I've never met before tonight, talking to them. We had Mickey, we had JB, we had Don, we had Cecil, Sarah and Bill. Some with the employees here, Michael Earhart.
Scott Garrison says, maybe bring back the Wii Bowling League for Colerain bowlers. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I do. During COVID, you started that.
During COVID, I decided to start a Wii Bowling League, which that was like the most grandiose idea ever, and it was so much fun until it became paperwork.
Right. It's always fun in games until there's paperwork involved.
And then I hear everything's opening up, and I'm like, oh, this might be my out. I was an unpaid league secretary at the time, not a barely paid league secretary.
Unpaid. Yeah, there was definitely no league fees or anything
no,
with that.
That was a lot of fun.
Right.
Steve, it is a sad day. Steve is a friend of mine who lives up north in Coshocton, and they drove down for one of our events. I went to college with his wife, and they came down for one of our Bowling for the Brave events, and they've kind of been followers from up north ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a big, great ambassador for the sport of bowling for sure. So if you're up in the Coshocton area, please make sure you seek him out.
Yeah, Emily did make mention of the Bowling of the Brave. That was something that you were heavily involved in, and that was a huge event and a huge success.
It was. I don't remember the total amount, but I think we raised over $50,000 over the course of 5 years.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
To help local veterans, and it was a great day. Like it was like this, but probably threefold the number of people that showed up, and it was just all the league bowling community showed up. We didn't do it. We couldn't have done it without the support of all of our friends at Colerain.
Right.
And that's a testament to the strength of our community that they did that.
And then Todd had the celebrity matches a couple of years, well, the 1 year here,
right?
And that was the charity that was selected, was the Bowling for the Brave that the money was raised for.
It was a perfect combination of him doing that charity event and choosing us. It was great. And that money that they raised above what we did was just outstanding. And it was a fun event. Like, it was great.
It was
to see.
great. Yeah.
I love seeing all the controversy on Facebook over who belonged on the Cincinnati team and who should have been the Hamilton All-Stars. And
there was that team.
Let's get a Kentucky All-Stars against the Cincinnati All-Stars.
Right.
And it was kind of just harkened back to the days where, who was the king of, not to take the term from King of TV Bowling, but what area had the best set of bowlers.
Yeah, and I think there's always been the Cincinnati-Hamilton rivalry for forever.
Absolutely.
Nobody's leaving.
At some point, there probably will be an announcement that you don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here.
Right.
I don't blame them. Nobody wants to leave. I'm looking around and people lingering in the bowlers area and hugging and crying, and
I'm looking around.
Hey, Scott, I loved knowing you.
Hi, Cindy.
Trying to avoid making eye contact with my sister-in-law,
Right.
my brother-in-law, and my daughter and my niece. They were behind me for like 10 minutes, like making sure I was good.
Right.
I'm like, just don't look at me. I'll be fine. I can't wait to go back and read all these comments because I know I'm ignoring them.
Well, it's like I've told everybody in the chat, thank you for chiming in, and we're not ignoring you by any means, but we're just looking at the crowd and taking in what's going on around us. And tonight I was, talking with whoever was sitting here in the booth with me, not ignoring them by any means, and we greatly appreciate all the comments. We have gone back and looked at them.
Yeah, I had planned to sit here with you all night, but then I realized there was only 2 headsets, so that wasn't going to work.
Well, we got 2 headsets, but we got 2 other microphones, but it's hard to hear if you're not on the headset.
Right.
But I did have the other microphones here.
That's okay. I think it worked out. I got here when I wanted to get here. And
Scott Garrison, yes, you were probably the last one to punch a ball return after a 300.
You might have been the first one, too.
Probably. That's a good point. Hey, Ricky. Chris, we're sorry. We're not trying to do it intentionally, but that's just kind of been the atmosphere tonight.
He just has to hit that button on his computer and he'll stop watching. But
that's true.
I think he likes it.
I think so too.
I know I do. I'm going to go back and watch this and probably cry harder than I did just a minute ago.
Well, that was kind of why we did it. It's something that's going to be there forever. We talked about it earlier. It's going to be there forever. And whenever you're having a moment or you need something, a little bit of reminiscing.
I got my first autograph request right now.
Oh my goodness! Look at
Absolutely.
this! Look at this! You charge for those?
No, not for her.
Not for her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got another. Oh, look at that!
All right.
Look at that, 2 in one night.
Did I just outdid you, right? You did one?
I only did one tonight, but I won't. Yeah.
I did better.
You did better. You win tonight.
Thank you. Oh, that was fun. I wasn't expecting that.
Speaking of autographs, Scott Garrison, you still out there? So I was doing autographs Tuesday night.
Okay.
And Scott Garrison asked me for my autograph, and I said, well, I'll autograph a body part. And he pulled his shirt down, and I said, I ain't signing your chest. He's like, I double dog dare you. I'm like, okay, game on. Todd said, oh boy, don't do that.
I'm the third. See?
So
Scott, if you want to get my signature tattooed somewhere on your body, we can make that happen.
There it is. That was Black Sharpie permanent too.
Who's this guy behind me hovering?
I have no idea. I've never seen him before.
Don't know who that is?
No. Do we need security?
Sir, we closed at 11. We need you to go ahead and exit the building.
I think
all right, I'm going to hand this over.
I think we need security. Jeff, thank you.
Scott, thank you. Thank you for bringing bowling and Colerain Bowl to everybody over the internet.
My pleasure.
Now there's dozens of events that'll live on, which means so will Colerain Bowl.
It was my pleasure, and thank you for sharing the idea. And
thanks for letting me share the booth. I'm going to try to get up without falling
just be careful.
backwards.
Yeah, don't fall. Yeah, I already crashed the cameras once tonight, and Cecil almost fell getting out.
All right, I'm going to go shake hands and kiss babies and drink some more beers.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Let you and Todd get nostalgic one last time.
Don't touch me with your poison ivy.
Oh, now you're on my right side. Okay.
Hey, Jeff, we're tied now.
Say goodbye, Scotty.
It's been fun, Roger. I loved it.
Everything else.
Hey, Jeff.
I know. Yes. They just got to see. Got one. To Gary. It's for me. Adam fucked mine up, but he's going to redo it. I do appreciate you.
All right.
Scott, do it.
All right, everybody.
Thank you so much, Todd, for everything you have
We're
done.
winding things down here tonight.
I appreciate you. Todd.
Thank you, buddy.
Scott. Scott.
Aston, thank you. I'll be there. You know I'll be there. You're welcome. Thank you, sir. Oh, hey.
When did you get here?
When did you get here?
Good grief. Wow.
I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
And I've got video of it, too, to prove that I've been here for a while.
Well, I guess you do.
Still alive?
Yes.
I was going to say it's 6. Tell Ricky Bush he still owes me $5.
Okay.
I was just listening to story. Love you guys.
All right.
We love you, too.
Hey, Ricky, on camera, where's my 5?
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man.
Mixed. So many mixed emotions right now.
I think I should have used the bumpers you gave me is what I think.
Hey, I tried to help you.
Only fitting that the teacher beats the student, though.
Well, that's what Jeff and I were talking about, the Padawan and the Jedi.
Yeah. That was something else. A lot of people are leaving. Tonight's been just incredible. I haven't been able to watch this at all.
You can watch it later.
I will. I'm not sure what else been said.
It's been amazing. I mean, I've only been here for 3 years, and Jeff and I were just sharing this, but it's like I've been here forever. You know, starting out with Mickey in 50 years, it's just amazing what she has seen over the years.
Yeah.
What, you know, helping everybody bowl. You know, JB, Cecil, Joanna, one of the, her son bowls here. She bowled here, grew up here. Justin, that used to work here.
Yeah, Justin R.
Yeah, Justin R. Sarah, Bill, Peyton, Dean, Jenna Coldiron, Michael Earhart, Jeff. I know I'm missing somebody, but
yeah, we could go on and on. And we're going to miss people. That's just how it is.
Right. And just all the comments too. Again, I feel bad. You know, we were not ignoring the comments in the booth. I was, you know, talking to who we had in here, and you know, everybody saying hi and sharing a memory. I had Emily on video chat.
I did have my.
You know, it's.
I put on there. I said hi, Emily, in the chat because I had the sound up over there listening for just a couple of minutes when I snuck away.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, again, she couldn't be here due to her trip, but I wanted her to be part of this. And that was great.
Well, and she made it happen.
We did.
Or you made it happen.
We made it happen.
Yeah.
We've got the technology.
Yeah. And
Dawn was here, too. I forgot about Dawn.
Yeah, she said she sat in.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really don't even know what to say. I've answered this a few times tonight. No, I do not know where I'm going. Where's my camera at? No, I do not know where I'm going yet. I will, and when I do, everybody else is going to know too. But it's going to stay. We'll be doing something in bowling. How's that?
That's what we want to hear. And people have asked me tonight too. You know, where am I going? You know, I mean, I've got a full-time job, but.
Perfect. Turnabout is fair play.
There it is. Yeah. There it is. Dean Stewart getting him back.
Yep.
I
heard it.
I'm staying with TMT Bowling. I'm not going anywhere with the tournaments.
That's wonderful to hear.
You're not getting rid of me that easy.
I'm not even trying to get rid of you. TMT Bowling is not going anywhere.
No, it's not.
We may not be out as, I think Ian might want a signature. We may not be at as many places or as many tournaments right away, but I can promise you this: we will definitely stay in the bowling world, and the tournament game is not going anywhere. I've already signed that one, so we'll make sure everybody knows though exactly what the plan is as soon as I know exactly what it is. How's that?
Tommy Brickman's son Ian here.
I've signed a lot of bowling pins tonight. Over the week.
Right. If Jeff's keeping count, I'm ahead of him now. It's at least 6.
There's Jeremy Thomas. Jeremy Thomas, you'll probably be seeing me in August. We'll probably come down and see you down in Louisville for a weekend. He wants us to live stream something in the middle week of August, his trio tournament, and then run a sweeper in Executive Bowl on that Sunday night.
Hey, I think
you know what I say?
That.
Why not?
Why not?
Because we can.
We can. We have the technology. If not, we're improving the technology.
Corey, I'll make sure you get a pin sent your way, buddy. So.
Oh, yeah, there was another comment earlier today. Somebody down in South Carolina was looking for one. I'll grab one tonight. I told him to send me his address.
Was it Terry on the beach?
No, I'm not sending anything to Terry because he keeps rubbing it in that he's on a beach somewhere always.
Yeah.
But just tonight, just as I was saying earlier, just hearing all the stories and the comments about the staff and, you know, over the years.
Travis just wanted to get on camera.
Right, he did.
But thank you anyway.
It's just been amazing.
My grandpa's got to know, like, you signed it twice. Preferably somewhere up here so we'll know it. I'll have absolutely no one sign right there.
Hey, Todd.
Yes.
I got Sarah's keys. You can fire her now.
Nah. I bet. We love you too.
Hey, Kyle. Hi. Love you. Be careful. Just all the comments about how great the staff is to everybody, and we have the best staff here. We all, top number one in the city.
Mickey made mention of that when we were doing the little news clip, and I mean I can't say it enough. The staff that we built here over the course of the last 6 years, and just every little piece of the puzzle fell together, and it couldn't have been any better. Every time. I mean, we just hit home runs with almost every one of them.
I thought it was Easton this whole time.
Tab, come find your son.
Right, please.
He needs a ride home.
I'd say Rick could take him home, but wait.
One more time, Rick. So yeah, it's just been an incredible ride. We love you too, Danny. It's been an incredible ride here at Colerain, and this was where I grew up at. This is where I started bowling.
Watching your father bowl.
Watching Dad bowl, bumming for quarters just so I could play video games or get some candy or something. And having the chance to come back and put a little energy back into what was already a wonderful place is, it was a dream come true. This was a dream job. And you know what? There's going to be something out there that it'll never be Colerain Bowl.
No, but Colerain Bowl will be inside you.
Without question.
I mean, Cecil said it earlier. Dean said it, when one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah.
And Cecil was saying that, everything must come to an end at some point.
Carol, I love you too. It's my sister.
Oh. Hi, Carol.
Then I had my mom in my thoughts today.
Right. Oh, that's
Mom
right.
Mom had a little surgery done today. From everything I've heard, she's doing well.
Right.
And she hopefully can come home tomorrow or
good.
Or I don't know, what day is this?
It's still Thursday.
Still Thursday.
Yeah,
so she can come home tomorrow or Saturday, hopefully. Right. And get her back on the door to recovery. Christina, I promised you a pin, and I promise I'll get you one, okay? I got you on Facebook, and I can message you. We'll get it over to you. I remember exactly who you are, and I believe Tuesday was nuts, and I just didn't get you one. So,
love you.
Get together soon.
We will.
I love you.
Love you. Watch it. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot to your left.
I love you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
For those that don't know, that is Jen.
You better invite me to your...
You will.
Our number one bartender.
Yes.
We have a bunch of number one bartenders. We got a bunch of number one bartenders.
Yeah.
McKenna.
McKenna.
Her number 2 daughter.
Yeah, and these are employees. These are
love you. Be careful.
Past employees. A lot of them are here in the building, and it's cool. So, yeah. Dawn checking on me all night.
Oh.
So Scott, this was good. I see a lot of people saying, it's cool that we did this feed tonight. It's cool that we did this and did that. This was your gig. Text me today and ask if we could do this. And
I didn't
of course,
really ask.
You said you were going to. I mean, I could have said no. You were still going to have it all done. And again, you're one of a kind, man.
I try.
I couldn't have done half of what I've done over the last so many years without your help. And you're just an amazing friend. So, thank you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I'm glad our paths have crossed, and I told this to Cecil and JB earlier. You know, you put the bat signal out 3 years ago looking for some help, and I had some spare time and came in and filled out an application and sat down and talked with all of you, and you know, decided to give me a chance in the back. It was all about being in the back. I didn't want to be up in the front.
Yeah.
They gave me a chance. And then somehow you asked for some help with the tournament, or I gave an opinion or something or other, and the next thing I know, I was part of the TMT family team.
Yeah.
And then you drug me up to the front on Tuesday nights.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
It was just for fun.
We had a blast.
We did.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
We got to say we love all of our customers just as much.
No, we do.
You know, the employees are number one to us. Customers are right there with it, and I can't thank everybody that's walked through the door ever. You know, I've been coming in here since, like I said, I was a little boy, and I'm just thinking about it. I was 5 years old, and I was coming in the door to get quarters from Dad just so while he was bowling and walking around and paying attention and watching, and Mickey was already here working. She was already had a job here, and she's still here. I mean, just incredible. The loyalty and everything that comes with it when it comes to Mickey, and you know, I learned an awful lot from her, and
I think we all have, you know, and a lot of people throughout the city that she taught to bowl. You know, I said I've only, you know, I did have the opportunity to bowl here. I subbed a lot before you were here on Thursday nights and Friday nights.
Just peeking into the camera, you see Tab. Tab, you can wave to that camera over there. It sees you. This one right over here.
Your other left, Tab.
Tab's asking us to sign a bowling pin, and you know, while he's here, when I moved back from Florida, and before I came here, Tab gave me a chance to start over at Northwest again and be back in the bowling business. And you know what? Without Tab giving me that opportunity and Mike Eaton giving me that opportunity, maybe I'm not here now. And
everything happens for a reason.
Just making sure I spelled my name right.
You've signed it so many times, have you forgotten? Richard tried to get more of his 15 minutes of fame.
Tab's having a sign. He's going to use them in a fire pit.
Probably. I think he wants his marker back, too.
Hi, Richard.
You're right. If he wouldn't have given you that opportunity.
Good, look at me. Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to turn around? Oh, push the button already. Who knows? You're right. Who knows what would have happened? Easy, Rick. Hey, at least I can drive.
Oh, do we have to do this on another live?
One more time.
Oh.
So, again, there's so many things that I could say, and I don't want to be here all night.
I understand. We've got.
I do and I don't.
Right.
You know, somebody asked me at like 9 o'clock how I was doing, and it's like I want it to be over tonight, but I don't want it to ever end. If that makes any sense.
Get it.
I know a lot of the customers I'll see in other places because I'm going to be out and about. And wherever I land, I know I'm going to see some there. And Richard right behind me, I know I'll see him at a lot of my tournaments. And because, like I said, those are happening for sure. And we'll just have to get a little creative from here on. And, we're going to make it great. And the last thank you I have to put out there is to Colerain Bowl for giving me a platform to be able to start and make TMT into something and let me, let me grow on that side of the brand along with selling Colerain Bowl. And the marriage of the two worked well. It was a whim of a business model that I had, and I already had the tournament stuff in place, and it needed to grow. So did the business here, and putting the two together and marrying the two and promoting the two together is what made everything happen and what made the last 6 years so special here at Colerain. So
It's
Frank Ruggieri,
special.
Gina Ruggieri, Mrs. Ruggieri, all of you. I can't thank all of you enough. This was my home away from home for many years. And, again, I'm always going to be Colerain Bowl no matter where I'm working. So.
Exactly. And, I mean, I know I said it before, but thank you again for giving me the opportunity. Where's security?
Security.
Security! Where's security Barbie? Where's Aaron? We need security Barbie.
We're getting heckled.
Again, thank you for the opportunity 3 years ago. I'm glad our paths have crossed. You and Dawn are fantastic. I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me over the years. You guys are my best friends, and I couldn't ask for better best friends.
Well, thank you.
Your phone is always on.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, your iPods might not be working, but
but that's okay,
right? But so your phone is always on.
Yeah,
and thank you, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we're getting another picture here, and as soon as we get this picture done, I think we're going to sign off.
I think we're going to have to, or we'll be here forever.
Yeah. Get in here.
Oh, you want a picture with us? Say transportation.
Come on, Scott.
Oh,
boy. Scooter. Come on, Dean. You know he's going to say one more. Oh, okay.
So we'll make
we'll
make that the last picture.
Allowing me to do this tonight. Not that you had much of a
You were
choice,
going to do it
but
anyway.
I was. But
you just wanted to play with the new mixer.
I did.
You said it's easier to use than the other one.
It's great. It's great. Set it and forget it.
That's what we tried to do with the other one.
We did.
Yeah. Say goodnight, Tab.
Good night, Tab.
Thank you. All right. Well, we'll see you real soon, everybody. And, again, we're just going to go ahead and sign out. And this will be the last time we sign out from Colerain Bowl.
Again, thanks for everyone spending a little bit of the evening with us, spending part of your night, sharing your stories, sharing your comments. It was great. I learned a lot tonight from the community, from our guests in the booth. We could not have a better send-off than what we had tonight.
We could have been a little better. I could have got more than 6. I should have used. I told him I should have used the bumpers. But no. Just lastly, and I'm just going to try to be brief. What's up, Will? Bates had to make it in. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for all your support. Like Will Bates walking in wearing a TMT shirt. God love him. Yeah, There's Lamont Berry, played a little tribute outside that I shared on saxophone. Hopefully everybody gets a chance to check that out. But just thanks to the Colerain Township, thanks to the community, thanks to, again, everybody that ever stepped foot in the place and bowled a league, open bowled, bowled a tournament. Just came up for a beer. I know there's been several different references of this place was just like the Cheers of bowling alleys, but it was the Cheers of bowling alleys. Everybody knew each other. Unfortunately, everybody knew each other's business, but that's okay, though. It wasn't anything bad.
They knew your name, that's for sure.
And we knew everybody's name walking in, and they knew us. That was the hard part. They only had to remember our name once. We had to remember all their names.
Right.
And I suck at that. So, yes, we are going to miss Colerain Bowl, Logan. I'm going to miss Colerain Bowl. Again, like Scott said, it's always going to be in my heart. And everybody that's been here, thank you very much. That's it for the evening. You got anything to add, Scott?
I do.
She was here earlier.